Hello, hello, everybody. I am live. Derek owes me 5 caps. Let's see. We've got, who do we have in the chat? We've got Robin, Saint Monkey. You saw Charleston Fire Station. You saw Restorator flags? Really? Interesting. I wonder what the deal is there. I wonder if it's intentional. That seems like an odd place for Restorator flags, but interesting. Reaper Man, Bing. Yeah, as far as the changes on the PTS, I would just wait and see how it shakes out. Usually the first update, especially when you get one so early in the go round, usually the second update, it will be pretty drastic. The changes will be different, so I wouldn't worry about it. Besides, nothing we can do anyway. Jebby Bear, Derek, RHPS, Jay, jumped on me here. Carlos, Steve, Bjorn, S Boom, Jim, Louise, Tracy, William, Mandy. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Moonshine, Jambo, Fire event going on. That's Moonshine Jamboree's problem. Okay, oh, look at so I did buy this. I had just enough gold to buy this backpack. That is so cool. And I think it definitely fits this region for sure. The Deathclaw backpack skin. I like it. Hey, Patrick. And Mr. 3, welcome, welcome. So yeah, there we go. That's a cool backpack skin. I like it. Yeah, so I put it on. Anyway, so what we have today, I think I'm going to do the When the Rust Settles quest, which is the final fight. And that kind of completes that quest. And I'm honestly not sure what to do with this character after that. I mean, my plan was to go into the Burning Springs and do stuff here. But I feel like there's not a lot left really to do. I mean, I could turn in the Abraxo cases, but that's... because I think that's basically done once you have enough to get that first weapon. I think turning the rest of the things in will finish that quest, I think. But then there's like no more quests. Then it's just the repeatable stuff like, you know, head hunting or bounty hunting is all. So the backpack skin, I'll show you. I will just show you. That makes it easier. Give away the character. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. I can't give away a character because it's, you know, it's on my account. I can't give away my account. So, please don't shout too much tonight. You got a migraine? Uh-oh, not a migraine. You can always adjust the volume. So basically from the entrance, you want to go right and go up the stairs, around, and you want to talk to Wendy right here. And she sells all this stuff for plans, and this one is 1,000 gold. Deathclaw head backpack. Same place I got this outfit that I'm wearing, and the little pheasant foot backpack flare. So yeah, hey Brian. Single shot on level 50 does better than commando at level 1600. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Now that was done. That intro was recorded on the PTS right before live, although there shouldn't have been any changes because I did it on the final update. So, you have to get it. Yes. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better, Mr. 3. Hopefully. But I think we're just going to go right to that. The bounty hunting and stuff seems to have slowed way down. It's still happening, but it doesn't seem to be a non-stop thing. So I think we're just going to get right to this. And then after that, I don't know, we'll futz around a bit. I have a tent right there. Oh, that's my camp. Oh, let's go to camp. See what we need. See what we can get there. Go well with your Deathclaw Foshnot mask. Yeah, and then there's also the Deathclaw skin outfit, which I don't have. But time for caffeine to cure that migraine? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know about migraines. Thankfully, I am very thankful. I don't know about migraines. So let's cook some water here. I'm almost out of boiled water, although I do have, I don't know what I have. Okay, so boiled water, a little bit of that. And what do we have in here? We've got, canned coffee, yes, please. Oh, I wonder if I could put another, I don't know if I have enough. Canned coffee, I just need one more. And then I could do another powered piece, which probably want to do. We're taking these for whatever reason, and company tea, we'll take that. Let's see here. Just a little bit of maintenance. So one more of those and I can do a powered piece, but I have 2 powered pieces. Oh, that was something I did. So I changed one of my weapons, or I added a weapon. I was looking through so I did the final fight. Finally got around to doing some grunt hunts and joining other head hunts, so you won't miss all the fun. Yeah, there's a lot of loot. Is it worth it to buy the Red Rocket bundle for 4,000 gold? I cannot answer that question. Coffee raiders. Yeah, speaking of caffeine. Yeah, anyway, so I had... Oh, did I not? Okay. I'm glad I'm showing you this, because I meant to change this Stalkers to Furious. I don't know why I forgot to do. Hang on. So I did the final fight. on my main character. And after doing that final fight, I decided that this character needs a little more firepower because there's a lot of enemies in that final fight. And so I took this shotgun that was, as you can see, Stalker's combat shotgun. I don't have much in the way of mods, but I did have the hardened receiver. So the damage is actually comparable to what I'm getting on the pump action shotgun, but obviously I can fire a lot quicker. And the reloads are all at once rather than one at a time. So I just thought this would probably be a better option, you know, as far as that goes for that final fight. But I still might get my butt kicked. I'm not really sure. Coffee Ghost, hello. First on Prey to roll is Ghoul Slayers. Oh, there you go. Coffee and Raiders. What was there, Raiders? I just see Coffee Ghost. What Raiders? Did I, what are we talking about? I don't see any Raiders. I'm not sure what you're talking about by Raiders. So there you go. I don't know. Okay, that was it. And my armor, I don't think my armor is any different, and my condition should be fine, probably. Maybe I'll fix that. I would hate for an armor piece to break during that. I mean, that fight was, it was a lot of enemies. Whether it was hard or not, it's hard for me to gauge just because, you know, it was my main character, so. Oh, you raid with your stream? Oh, well, thank you very much, Coffee Ghost. I didn't see the notification for the raid, so thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. Yeah, my chat didn't show, well, I'm not sure it showed it. It's not telling me. Like, I don't see the, yeah, I didn't get a notification, or I missed it completely, but I'm not seeing it. Let's fix this up. Yeah, we've got, at this point, we're swimming in resources that we'll probably never use. Let's fix that one, too. And this other stuff is actually pretty good. Okay. So yeah, now we go down in here to the secret entrance and do the final fight. And then I don't know what to do with the character. That's the you saw it in chat? Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I mean, I scrolled back a couple times. I'm still not seeing it, but that's okay. Welcome to the Raiders. More floating trees. More floating trees. So welcome to the Raiders. Hey, Celtic, welcome, welcome. Finally complete the crossbow with stun reload for raid, and you're telling you there was 8 and 9 people to send you the friend request. Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm glad I'm glad it's working for you. I've seen a lot of people do that, use that particular setup in raids at this point. I'm not going to say that I invented it. I won't say that, but I discovered it kind of by accident as far as that goes. In fact, the first time I did a defend with the crossbow, I wasn't even using that mod because I just joined a team. I wasn't quite ready. The build was a work in progress. Let's see. We're going, I think it's way around here. Really far away. Hey, Benji. Shows up on the top of chat. I guess I just didn't see it. Like a pinned message. Oh, then it didn't show up for me then. Yeah, it didn't show up for me at all. So whatever. Live chat. Or I was looking away long enough. It must not have been on the screen very long. In any event, it's a dead horse. We'll leave it at that. Let's see here. So, what is this over here? I don't think did I check this out? I don't remember. Oh, wait. Pit-Boy Light, Death Claw. Okay, Death Claw. Okay, Death Claws. I mean, we're gonna encounter some Death Claws, so I'm not worried about that. Yes, we can. But as far as what this character, I don't know what to do with this character next. I mean, so here's my options. We can make this the finale and do another character. I mean, Monday will be the Christmas stream. I'll do my main character. We'll do Santa and he'll dress up like Santa and use a cryolator and have some fun as far as that goes. But after that, I don't know. I mean, at this point, the option is kind of either take this character out of the Burning Springs and into Appalachia to do other things, or just loud. I think there's a street sweeper outside. So if you hear sound coming through, that's what's going on. And so I could start a new character. So I'm kind of undecided. So if there are opinions in the chat, you should voice those opinions. Hey, Ramos, welcome. Okay, so we have pipe key. Apparently I have the pipe key. So there will be spoilers. This is spoilers if you haven't done this final fight. Oh, that's interesting. That should tell you you're going into dangerous. I mean, that's like the old, the boss arena. It'll give you an auto save, and there's a loot box or something to healing items or potions or something. That's like the classic thing. Okay, now we're talking about eating horses. Jeez. Cryolator and Icebreaker? Actually, probably Cryolator and Cold Shoulder will probably be the combination I'll be running on that. Because right now I'm running the character, I'm running Elder's Mark and Cold Shoulder. So I'll probably just swap out the Elder's Mark for the Cryolator. That's probably what I'll do. Let's see here. We're almost to the part where there's Death Claws. Bloatfly meat, all right. And there's a hint. If I remember right, there's just like, yeah. All right, that's a lot. And that's just one Deathclaw. So we'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see how it goes. That was something interesting because I was thinking if it hits me. So blocker, for those that haven't been keeping up with anything on the PTS, I mean, it just dropped yesterday. Blocker is no longer going to be an auto block perk. It's basically going to be for melee characters only, and it's going to reduce the amount of damage you take when you block, like when you actually do a physical block. So that's how it is at the moment. So on the PTS, you know, if you're running a ranged build and you don't have a melee weapon, plan on having 3 extra points in strength at some point. So, ooh, Deathclaw Gauntlet plan. How about that? That's. I mean, it makes sense. Deathclaw Hide, sure, it makes sense to have that plan here. Let's see. We have one of those, and there's another. See, I think I want more animation. That's, I mean, at least we have crippling. So the crippling is actually carrying us through. Heavy leather, I would love to scrap that. At some point well, actually Deathclaw meat, sure, why not? At some point, we're in a spot where, we're gonna be facing more than one enemy. Nothing here. And I don't really need to sneak here. Oh, look at this. More ammo. See, here's the thing. It's like you have your stash box. You've got ammo. It's saying prepare for stuff. Prepare for stuff to get real. It's what's going to happen. And I guess, and I don't really need to be. At this point, there's no... sneaking is pointless. They know I'm here. Hey, Pigs. Welcome. You just finished this quest. You want to try the final fight with no guns? Well, and I'm kind of wondering... Well, I'll talk about it after, because, you know, after we do it, but... I'm kind of wondering, like, alternate, like, if there's a way to get different endings at all. I don't really know. But, because we've got Eugene here, who's obviously a double crosser. So I'm thinking maybe if you kill him right away when you have, or I don't know if you actually can. But, I mean, if you decide not to work with him, how it goes. Not really sure. I owe Silver. Yes, there we go. Oh, Silver, hello. Okay. I missed some stuff today. And once this fight going, I won't see anything. I'll be all on the fight for sure. When is the PTS on live? Oh, live? That'd be like March. It would be when the PTS stuff would happen. You cannot kill him, so there's no way to, no matter what you choose. What I think of the episode of the show, I liked it. It was fine. But I'm also one of those people that liked the first season. I didn't become obsessed with it or anything. I thought it was good. They did a good thing. I liked it. I don't like getting one episode a week. I think that's terrible. And I don't like being drip fed the things, especially because of the way they tell the stories. I mean, they jump around a lot. They go from past to the future, to the present. They go from one character to another character. So because of how they jump around a little bit, you get every episode, you only get little tiny pieces of things. And so to have like once a week is just, I don't enjoy that at all. Most fun part of the quest in the last 4 years? Well, I'm glad. I mean, I like it. I like this quest, and there's not a lot of, you know, in terms of the dialogue, there's not really a lot of dialogue that you're not part of, right? It's just all, you can skip it, pat through it if you want really quickly. You can, you know, do it this way, but it's not like the last few things they've done where there's like a lot of dialogue that you just have to sit and watch.
You rounded up the roaches and sentenced them to death. Now the
we great to replay his fight with a starting new character. Maybe. I mean, I'm up to 90 at this point. I mean, the character's new, but I'm up to 90. I should be okay. We'll see.
What a catch you are. You weren't in this little test alone.
You like the part where the character did the thing in the episode? Yeah. Hey, Bex. Waiting for them to drop all of them. I wanted to do it that way, but it's just like, it's too hard to avoid spoilers. So I didn't think I'd be able to avoid spoilers for 10 weeks. So I decided 10 weeks? Are there 10 episodes or 8? Maybe it's just 8 weeks. I don't know. But it's going into February, so it's got to be like 10 weeks. So yeah,
Out of their dens. I'm less pleased.
we didn't get the influx of players. I mean, I was kind of,
Helping the weak.
I wasn't sure if it would happen, but our player count before and after the episode isn't really any different. In fact, it's probably down a little because we're 2 weeks into the season now. So almost a year. Yes, thank you very much for a year, Bex. I appreciate that a lot. Can't watch us though they unblock your account. Stupid Anipson. What did you do? Did you order like adult toys or something and they blocked you? I don't want any part of this. Oh, if I need to kill Eugene, I will.
What makes you think you're capable of that? You couldn't even
Eugene has like a pipe gun or something. Like he's like, you think, oh, he's like some big tough guy, but he has like nothing. If I remember right.
Warrior.
10 months. Thank you for 10 months, Hermos. I appreciate that too. I think there are a couple of different outcomes, pretty much end up the same way. I would assume, like I doubt there's any way that you could actually fight the Rust King or whatever. Maybe that's like a future update or something, a future story update. Prove myself. So now prove myself. I did the fight from up top before, which I'm not going to do that. It's not going to really work for this weapon. Oh, there's ammo boxes around the arena. So far, these guys are weak as can be. They're very weak. This is okay. These guys are weak sauce. There'll be death claws at some point, and I don't know if we'll get power armor people. Derek, 24 months. Wow, what a flex. Thank you very much, Derek, for 24 months. Oh, there's dickhead up there shooting at me, so we'll have to finish him off. What do you have? Oh no, that wasn't oh, that wasn't him. That was someone else. How did they get up there? Let's see. Are they getting stronger? No. And this, as long as they don't have like the Gatling, we'll be okay. If they have a Gatling, we're in trouble. I mean, so far this shotgun is definitely up for the job, I would say. Oh, and there's one up there. Okay. I mean, so far I'm not super impressed. I'm sure it'll get, oops, grenades. Okay, now we have these guys, and these guys are, why is everyone exploding? That's not me, I don't have explosive. Dun 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 dun. I like how he fires a grenade point blank and it just bounces back at him. Come on. Dun 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 dun. Oh, he has a Gauss pistol. That's interesting. A Gauss pistol. All right. Missile launcher. Okay, this is. So this is basically shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, it's. Whoops. These enemies are not strong. These enemies are okay. I mean, there's a lot of them, but they're okay. This guy will probably be stronger, but even the what's okay? Hang on. Oh, and the death claws are. Oh, so it's like a. I got an achievement. So that's a thing. Really? All right. Okay, this wasn't, there was a lot of enemies, but they were weaker than I expected. There was someone that was red. Can I kill this guy yet? Nope. All right, hang on.
It's decided.
Bjornen, thank you for 17 months and 26 months. Ario, thank you very much. Thank you. Derek is flexing happy, yes. There any evidence for the Bigfoot raid? Not bothered. Bigfoot raid? No, there's nothing about a raid. The Bigfoot is in the, Alex, 24 months. Thank you very much. Wonder if this would be harder if I was over level 100. I don't know. I mean, they're my level. It wasn't really difficult on my main character, and I'm a little bit over level 100 on that one. Yeah, we want to get rid of Eugene. I don't like backstabbers.
Bring it on.
And then when you loot him as oh, he took 3 shots to the head, so he's pretty tough. But he like pulls out his fists like he doesn't have any I mean that was all he had. I'm gonna take his stuff too. Not picking up loot just for his migraine. I mean, I'll pick up the loot. I'm not going to loot in the middle of the fight. I have... Oh, wait. Oh, I should have done that. Hang on. Can I back off? Can I leave the... Darn it. I meant to loot, too. I meant to loot. Oh. Because after this is...
So am I. What made you?
Yeah, and I can't leave either. Darn it. Yeah, I was going to loot. And I was going to loot before talking to him. That's what I did before. Oh, well.
Feel that way.
I'm going to miss all that loot because you're gone.
Did you fairly?
Is Bigfoot a nuke event? Bigfoot is an event. Bigfoot shows up in, at least right now, I don't know what the plan is ultimately, but the way it's working on the PTS right now is Bigfoot has a chance to show up at the end of certain events, just as like a random. So for example, when I did Beast of Burden, and after the Agua died, all of a sudden you hear this roar and there's Bigfoot. He attacks as well, and he's a 4-star enemy. And my understanding is there's certain events where he has a chance to actually show up, and right now in the PTS, the way it's set up is something will always show up. Another event, I did Most Wanted. I've only done 2 events. When I did Most Wanted, we had a Storm Goliath show up at the end. So that was fun. He wasn't 3 stars though. I mean, he was only 3 stars, not 4 stars. So yeah, I don't know. You just got the Rust King to do it. All right, well that was... Oh, I'm like, my character can't move. That's not good. And did they like amputate my legs when I was when I was under? So there's that quest. I don't know, what do I get? I get something. Rust King's Throne. That's not that interesting. So I got that. Let's go 20 black titanium ore. Okay, let's go. Well, I'll just go to camp since it's right here. And then we'll go turn in the Braxo things too, because I think that'll finish off that quest. You had to fight a lot of Death Claws and Rust Raiders. I mean, there was a lot of them, but they were all like pretty squishy. I mean, one shot, whatever. I was expecting a much more difficult fight than that one. So, but it is what it is. It was still fun. I actually like this quest. I mean, yeah, it's short. And honestly, if that's the complaint people give you on your quest, like, oh, it's too short. Well, okay, that's not a bad thing. Because, you know, with the Atlantic City quest line, my complaint would be that it's too long. By however long it is, that's how much too long it is. So, let's see here. Black titanium ore. Oh, I'll put the Deathclaw Gauntlet. I mean, that's a good plan to have, although I don't know if it's as rare as it used to be, but no need for this character. And, ooh, more coffee. All right, I can do another mod on something. Let's cook some Deathclaw. Yeah, I could have had so many weapons and armors and things. Rust King did say something about meeting you again. Yeah, well, they did say that the next few updates, or actually they didn't say the next few, they said the story will evolve over several updates. So whether that means next time or, you know, I don't know when. But yeah, there's supposed to be a continuing story, which I'm okay with. I like it. I mean, I like the quests here for the most part. So let's do our food that's actually about to die. Like this one. And okay, we're good there. And we'll just drink some dirty water, whatever. The Prepper's Vault door. I don't think so. Just because it's not in the PTS now doesn't mean it won't be added later on. I mean, they did this early, and they did that with the Ghoul update. You know, they released that last year at the same time. They released it early, and then they all go on vacation. And then they'll come back, and probably the middle of January is probably when we'll get the next update to the PTS. So who knows? It could be added. It could be something that's added later. We just don't know. So let's see here. Let's go turn in the stuff here. And see how that goes. How long do we have to wait until we can talk about the season 2? You can talk whatever you want, Hermos. I mean, I don't really have much to say. I mean, not much happened. I mean, that was the thing. It was like, well, I know the thing is, I know there's people that are waiting. So I don't know. I know there's people that are waiting until it comes out. So probably it's best to avoid it, I would say. If we want to talk about season 2, the best place to do that is in the Discord, because there is a channel set up to talk about the show. So yeah, let's just make it so people who don't want spoilers don't have to leave. Season 2, yeah, on Tuesday night is when Tuesday night here. It was probably early in the morning for you, or maybe like midnight or something. So yeah. But it's just one episode, so they're doing it 1 week at a time. All right, here we go. Let's turn this in.
You're
Maybe.
How goes your search? Good. Give it
It's
here.
like, here's the next batch and the next batch and the next
It is
batch.
as I feared. There's a note in here too.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Those
Nautical Stew, hello. They're doing a lot of rework on perks, weapons, armor, etc. Did they ever mention that they will rework the main quests? They haven't said anything about that. I would be surprised because that would involve voice acting and stuff, and they'd have to have voice actors come in and re-record lines. So I think that's unlikely. I mean, that's why we have the
to collect equipment.
that's why we have the weird disguise system with the ghoul, is because some of the dialogue would be off, and they didn't want to have that. So don't mind an episode a week. Kind of miss when they used to do that on TV before streaming. I never liked that on TV, and I don't like it now. That's why I stream. That's why I watch streaming, is so I can watch everything all at once. See, the whole idea with streaming, at least originally, was you could watch it on your schedule and not the schedule of when they decide to give it to you, you know?
For her sake.
And especially with the Fallout show, just the way the so now we have 10. Just the way that the Fallout TV show is, the way it gives you stuff in bits and pieces. Here's the next batch.
Give it here.
So the way it gives you stuff in bits and pieces, it's just a really frustrating way to watch it, is what I would say.
Unbelievable.
I'm getting a lot of money.
Send a killer after my daughter. What kind of animals are they?
What? I guess I should investigate the apartment. What does the note say?
This note detailed instructions for a hitman to collect equipment from a nearby apartment and dispose.
Oh, we have to go rescue somebody? Cool.
So this is how they
I haven't finished this quest yet. I have cases to do it. I just haven't turned them in.
My little girl. God, even after all these years.
Exactly, Derek. I am too good for normal TV.
Filling with rage. With my head in this state, I fear what I might do. Please, Fred. You have a clearer mind. Go in my place. Find out what happened. For her sake.
All right, we'll do it. Maybe. Okay. That's good, Alex, too. I've only crafted one. I learned one thing. I unlocked Adrenal. Was it yesterday or the day before? I unlocked Adrenal. That's the only one I've unlocked so far. But still, we'll engage. Hello, hello. They did say something about it. Apart from modules, the script changes. None of the event loot pools has changed. I think they're adding in. Hey, Missy, welcome, welcome. I am so behind on the chat here. Let's see if I can catch up. Gaming all day. Wow. Okay, Alex has been gaming all day. I missed that. Trying to catch up on the chat here. Since I missed a lot while I was fighting. All right. I'm just gonna say I'm caught up. How about that? So I think they're planning to add, so some of the, they talked about reworking like some of the quest weapons, like Perfect Storm. I think those are being added because I went to on the PTS. Mine is gone. I have one in my stash, and it was gone. And I think they switched it and made it an event reward now. I don't know from where or whatever. They haven't said, but yeah. So I think that's part of the thing. As far as the loot and the events, there's a lot more. They've added legendaries. So every event has more legendaries. So it's not just caps and modules. Like you get legendary items. That's not here, is it? All right. Oh, here we go. And we got traps, avoid those. So yeah, you get legendary, you'll get like legendaries from every event. You'll get, oh, that was me. And then some of the events have a chance to spawn an uninvited visitor, I think is what it is. Which weapon was it has native fire damage, but not as a star? Wonder if that's going away. Well, that would be the Perfect Storm, I think. Yeah, Perfect Storm shoots fire, whatever. That's one. It's been turned into like, the effects aren't great. It's like quad hitmans. I mean, it still keeps the fire. It's like quad hitmans, something. Oh, at first I thought that was a scorched. Now there's rads for reasons. Oh, I wonder if... Is this looks breakable to me almost. I mean, that's cool. I hope they do more of this, like breakable environment, stuff like that. Will actually let me go through. All right, look at that. We got that. We'll do a 10 mil pistol, a gold fork and a fuse, and I got some caps. That's kind of fun. I mean, I like that. I hope they do more stuff like that with breakable environment, stuff like that. Bazookovich, hello, hello. Eviction notice legendaries. Yeah, they're toning down eviction notice, and they're basically trying to balance it out so you don't have like one event that gives so much more than everything else. And so I think that's actually a good thing. A bobblehead. We have a sneak bobblehead. So yeah, overall, I mean, I'm in favor of the direction that they're going with things. Whether the event, I mean, when I did Be Suburban, it didn't feel any different other than at the end, you know, after the Agua, we got a Bigfoot stomping in and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Mr. 3. They know people will cancel their subscription once they have watched it, so it makes sense. If you always gave me stuff to watch. I mean, the thing is, so here's the thing. So the people that will cancel their subscription, instead of subscribing and watching every week, they'll just wait until it's over and then subscribe and watch it all at once. So it doesn't make any difference. Like, that's just dumb. I mean, it's just, I don't like being teased. I don't like having that drip fed way. It's like, I'm, you know, it's streaming. Give me the streaming experience. If I wanted the TV experience, I'd watch TV. I want the streaming experience.
Uninvited
So yeah.
guests. Did knocking go out of fashion or something?
His eyes are kind of orange around that
I
thing.
don't know who you are or what you want, but you ain't gonna find it here. So how about you get the hell out of my apartment?
I'm sorry to intrude, but I'm looking for information.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a time machine and a dermatologist. Looks like we're both out of luck. Now buzz off.
Before I go, do you know anything about a hitman that was sent here?
Yeah, I think I do know something about that. Way back when, before the bombs, and before I turned into sentient roadkill, I was actually a very important man. I had a seat on the board of a Braxidine chemical. You know, the detergent company. Boy, we were living it up, making money hand over fist. But then our head of marketing, Amrita, started sticking her nose where she shouldn't. It became a problem. I was in charge of making sure company business stayed private. So when Amrita wouldn't stop prying, I had her taken care of.
Uh-oh.
What's it to you, though? Why do you care?
I don't know. Why do I care? There we go. Trying to help her father get some closure after what you did. You're a murderer. She was an innocent woman. I'll keep silent about this. No, I'm trying to help her father get some closure after what you did.
It's admirable of you and all, but I'm not sure what you want me to do about it. What do you want from me? To tell you that I'm sorry? That I regret it? Well, I don't. Yeah, shady shit went on, but Amrita wasn't the only one affected by it. The board had an iron grip on its members, and we all had to toe the line. If I didn't take care of Amrita, I'd have been next. And who would have been there to take care of my wife and daughter? I'll never apologize for looking after my family, even if some people got hurt along the way.
What do we do? You're just a scumbag making excuses. You don't deserve to live. But Bodhi still deserves justice for what you did to Amrita. Make me a deal. Nah. Even for the weapon you authorized, Project Meadow Breeze. Where are your wife and daughter now? You're just a scumbag making excuses.
Look, I'm a businessman. Always have been, always will be. How about we settle this with some caps and call it a day?
I already don't ever spend the caps I've got, so that's not thing. Forget your caps. You deserve a bullet.
Then make it quick.
That's it. We're bringing justice. He didn't have anything good on him. Okay. Well, that was something. that was a whole lot of, I thought he'd fight or something. Oh, great mentat. Sure, why not? Why? Why? Why would you board it up and there's still a door? Whatever. Okay. That makes all kinds of sense. Sure. Oh, combat shotty. Let me learn something. Focused automatic. That's fine. Okay, well, we can just go back to him by way of fast travel, right? We'll do it that way. GFOS, hello, hello. Did you miss Fallout, new Fallout season discussion? We decided, well, I decided we're not going to talk about it because there's a lot of people that are waiting until the season. We're not, I mean, you know, if we get a couple weeks in, then it's fair game, but I think it hasn't even been a week yet. Hey, Kenobi, welcome, welcome. So yeah, for today, we're not going to do any spoilers. Yeah, Prime anyway, which probably pays for itself. I'm the same way, Celtic. I mean, I have Prime anyway because pretty much, you know, if for people that don't ever leave the house, Amazon's great. I order it. Sometimes I can get it the same day. So, because I have a distribution center like 20 minutes from my house. So, yeah. Although I ordered something like 2 weeks ago and it says delivered on, you know, supposed to be delivered by Sunday and it still hasn't even shipped. So, I don't know about that. It's a present for my niece. Hopefully it comes by Christmas. I found one of the surviving board members. He admitted to organizing the hit.
That bastard Cooney. There could be no punishment too great for him. What did you do with him?
I put him down like the dog that he is.
Then it is done. Good riddance to him. I know it won't bring her back, but at least I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that she has been avenged. Either way, there's no reason for me to stay in this accursed jumpery anymore.
What is a
Take
jumpery?
my leave. Before I go, let me show you how to decrypt the cases. Just here are some caps for your trouble.
So I get caps, I get complete the quest. And I get a bright thing. What do I get? Anything good? I mean, we already got the weapon. So I'm guessing we got a truck. I'm assuming that's not a truck I can drive around in. Okay, so let's go back here. That nuke zone, that's fun, yeah. Game of Thrones does 1 episode a week to encourage online interaction and conversation. It works for some shows. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not a fan of that. And I would watch that one the same way. I mean, I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but if I did, I would do it the same way. I would wait until all episodes were out and then I would watch them. Whatever. I mean, if I could avoid Fallout discussion and the internet, I would do that for this, but I can't. I can't avoid Fallout discussion. So it's like, and spoilers, it's like, I didn't watch any of the trailers. I didn't watch anything leading up to the show because it's hard to avoid. It's just hard to avoid stuff. So since staying offline is not really an option. Let's see here. Braxton truck, I'm guessing it's probably like a little teeny toy truck or something. Let's see. Let's sell whatever we're not going to use. Someone said it was double gold. It is. It's double gold today. I don't have any to turn in, but if I did, that would let me turn in 800. Anything that I don't... No, actually, we're good. We're good stuff. So I can do some bounty hunting. I mean, at this point, like, there aren't any quest. Like, I have no... Right? What's this? I mean, I can do the caches, but they're bugged, right? On public... Well, let's try and get the cache. Why not? Let's try the cache. That's a thing. See if there's anything in it. Is there an aid box in Highway? There is no aid box. The only aid boxes are the ones in, if anyone builds it in their camp. Other than that, Burning Springs has no aid boxes. I don't know why. The truck is cool for building. All right. Trade 32 gig of RAM, 32 gig of RAM for some kidneys or two. Yeah, it's the RAM situation. I am glad I'm not needing to. What's crazy is I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, God, I could have upgraded my system. Like 3 months ago, I could have upgraded my, you know, I have 32 in my system, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. But I could have upgraded to like 64 and just held on to my old sticks for 3 months and then sold them now and paid for my 64 and turned a profit. Like, it's crazy. Like, whoever thought RAM was like a big investment, but yeah. I don't know that I would buy it now. What's in here? Can I get in here? Oh, this was one of the... Oh, there is a case. I was like, this is where one of the cases where I remember picking up, but I guess it wasn't on this character. How many Braxton briefcases have I collected? I think that makes probably... I'll look in a minute. I think I'm at like 77 or 78. I think 76 is all you need to finish that quest. Is there a donation box? I don't recall seeing one. If it's not right out in the open. I mean, I haven't really looked. I don't tend to notice those, to be honest. Oh, I can't pick up the golf club. All right. Swarm of Suitors. Well, where's my Burning Springs events? Oh, here's a cache right here. All right, let's open this up, see if anything happens. Oh, I got wood scraps and a plan and a scrambled note. Abraxadine Intel number 3. Okay. Scrambled note. Yep, that qualifies as a scrambled note. Yeah, looks like somebody's cat was running around the keyboard, so there's that, or had a stroke or whatever. What was the other thing? Abraxadine Intel number... It said something about Intel. Abraxadine Intel number 3. Or something. All right, well, that was exciting. You're up to like 104 without looking up locations. That's pretty good. I got up to like 40 something before I gave in and looked at a map. So you collected all of them. I don't know that I mean, I may eventually do it, but I don't know. I need to, I made the mistake of looking for them using a map, but not marking them off the map. And so I have not really kept an accurate record of where I picked up and where I haven't. So I need to basically kind of start over and go back and, you know, because I know like there's a bunch like across the top here, and I've got all of those. I don't know if I have all the ones in Athens on my main character. I have most of them, but I don't know if I have all of them. And I got there's some here, and so I know some that I've collected, but I can't remember everything because I know I spent a lot of time running around the edge of the map over here because there's some along there, and yeah. Anyway, all right. So we have more Abraxadine Intel. Is that here? In Fort Steuben. All right. Well, let's go here first and scrap. We just picked up a bunch of stuff. Did spec what you would want in the future. Our Ryzen 7 7700X and a B850 motherboard was cheaper than 32 gigabyte. Yeah, the RAM is great. Yeah. 32 gigabytes of decent RAM is like what, 350 or more?
We don't start fights here.
I looked a little bit ago, and the RAM I have in my system was because I actually looked up the exact kit, but this was a few weeks ago, and it was like $340. And I remember I bought it, you know, well, it's been a while. It's been 2.5 years, but I bought it for like 104 back in the day. So, yeah. it's got up quite a bit. Pardon me. Don't think there's a donation box. Some people throw stuff in the boxes. Some people just throw stuff on the ground. I noticed that. It's weird the mission didn't give you the weapon or match the number needed at least. Yeah, the weapon just, you get it automatically. Once you collect 76, it just shows up magically. So, yeah. Is it written in reverse? It's just a bunch of jumbled nothing. I mean, the scrambled note is just, there's no, whoops. There's no reverse, or, I mean, it's just, yeah. It's just a bunch of gibberish. I mean, it has like numbers and stuff. So, yes. AI's going through a lot of stuff. It's already in the process of ruining a lot of stuff. It's not going to. It's already happening. Around 400 here, but we do have parts a little bit more expensive than the US. Well, and like I said, it was a few weeks ago. It's probably more now. And that's just for 32. It's like 32 gig of it's DDR5 6400 is what I have. Why was okay? Now all of a sudden nobody's taking damage. I'm glad these restorators weren't in the arena. All right, well, that's the problem. I'm not stealthy, and it's the middle of the day, so yeah, I guess we fight. I guess that's what we're doing here. We're fighting. I mean, I was perfectly content to sneak in here and just do my thing and leave, but all right, I guess we fight. Okay, so we want to go still up? Anything interesting here? What's this? Stabilized limb. Oh, magazine. I got a magazine. I've never actually... Ooh, a hunting rifle. Nice. I've never actually... Globes have screws in them. Oh, there's weapons and stuff. I've never actually explored this place, though. It's just like, it's always full of raiders. It's like, I don't really want to fight 10 million things. I just want to go in and do my thing. It must be on the roof. Since we have a ramp right here. Oh, up in here. All right. So there's a oh, look at a frag grenade, whatever. All right. Let's see if we can open this. Can I pick this up and play it? No, that'd be cool. A little bugle action. Oh, look at that. Another, I got strengthened. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I got another cache. Is this something you can just do over and over again? Is this like a Radiant quest where, so it's the same scrambled note every time you, yeah, it's the same scrambled note every time. Is there another one? Because aren't there supposed to be like 3 of them? Or I don't see any more dots. I don't, nope, there's one right here too. All right, well, let's go back here because I just picked up a bunch of loot. Let's see here. Let's see. Braxa map 2,500 downloads. Cool. 48 gigabyte G skill Ripjaw, 369 E Corsair Dominator, 399 for 48 gigabytes. I was gonna say that's not too bad, but that's still insane. Went with Expo certified since loves RAM. Since AMD loves its RAM. Notice a good few of those hunts and events break stealth completely. Everything breaks stealth, it seems like it. The 48 gigabyte kit is the cheapest dual module. So it's like 24 modules? Interesting. You'll just wait. I mean, I'm not looking to upgrade. I'm glad. So that's good. Get the code to open the cache when you turn in the cases. Yeah, Furious, I did. But I'm just wondering if it's like, once I open the 3, is that it? Is there like no more? Because it seems to be giving me the kind of stuff that you would just get from like a, you know, like Radiant, you know, like Radiant quest type stuff. And I mean, none of this, I mean, wood scraps and whatever. So I just wondered if this is like, you know, like open the miner's locker. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Is it like open the miner's locker where it just shows up just from, you know, here and there? I don't know. Apparently you can. This is my first time. Minamoto, hello, hello. Just the 3 after that tells you don't have the code for. Oh, okay, so I just get to open them once and then I'm done. All right. That's, I mean, that's kind of weird, what it gives you. I mean, yeah, I got a plan, right? Did I read it? I probably read it already. But yeah, I mean, it's not super exciting stuff. What do we have? We have sting wings and, well, we've already showed sneaking there's no point in sneaking, right? My shotgun's okay though. Whoops. You made me bleed? No. I didn't make him bleed at all. I think it's upstairs here in this house. Or, oh, this house. This is where it is, yes. I've run across the cache before. I've run across 2 of them before. Not the one in the, really? I need to pick a lock. Can I just walk in this way? Yeah. Okay. Lock the front door, but leave the back door open. I think the cache, is it upstairs? Or is it downstairs? Oh, here it is. All right, let's see if I'm going to go 3 for 3. That'd be cool. I mean, it was far enough away that people have done this already. And so all the caches, everyone's done with them. All the people that are interested in pushing through are done. All right, so we got some plans. And yeah, that was, all right. Kind of anticlimactic, I will say. Deathclaw steak, and all right, we're good there. All right, well, let's go to camp, and since I can store chems and stuff at my camp, and then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do next. I don't know. Been seeing a lot of new players. It feels like 20% of the players are below level 70. It's probably, I mean, it's probably keeping the player numbers steady, because usually after about 2 weeks, people are done with the scoreboard. And especially this region, I mean, there's not a lot to do other than, I mean, you can explore and whatever. And I even put stairs up here. I added this during the in-between, so I get up here and have like a little lookout and whatever. I did add a little bit to my camp. Not much. Let's see here. We want to break down stuff. Combat rifle. Eh. Sturdy leather right leg. All right. I think we're good there. There's that. Yeah, at this point, I don't really need to bring... Jeez. Let's store all the tapes. How about that? I don't really want all this in my inventory every time I look at the new tab. That would get old. Store the coffee, the pepper, the salt, the treasure map, the scout's life, and the spices. There we go. Let's do cook some meat up too. How do we feel about getting U-Minute maps as reward on the PTS? Well, they said they buffed the U-Minute map. So here's what happened to me. I got one for doing something. I don't know. For one of the events, I got a U-Minute map and I used it and nothing happened. The U-Minute map just went away. It didn't give me a location on the map. It didn't give me a quest. It just was gone. So I have no idea what the new loot is because for me, it just bugged out and nothing happened. So yeah. But it depends. I mean, if you have a chance to get like legendary items, the thing is, so here's the thing. It's like, yes, we're finally getting legendaries to the events. You know, they're balancing out the events and whatever. The problem is we get so many legendaries already that it's like legendaries are starting to lose they don't feel special anymore. I mean, they're not going to be something I'm going to use, right? It's just going to be something I'm either, oh, look at this. It's going to be something I'm either going to scrap or I'm going to, well, it's going to be something I'm going to scrap, I guess. So it's not, it's like, great, more legendaries, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, great, more legendaries. I'm already disposing of them as about as fast as I can get them, so. But it is good. I mean, I think the new encounters, having the new bosses or the new uninvited guests, I thought that was actually pretty cool. And I hope that I don't know what the chance of it showing up is because right now in the PTS it's turned on to like happen every time. But that's not always going to be the case. I don't know what the chance is, but so I don't know. I mean, spicing up the events, making them more interesting, making them shorter, I think is good. I don't necessarily always think it's about the rewards because that's the thing. It's like, even if the rewards are good, I mean, like Eviction Notice has good rewards. I think the event is super boring unless it's shorthanded. Then it's a little more interesting. But there we go. So yeah, for me, it's not always about the rewards. I mean, you always want the rewards to be good, but at the same time, you know, making the events more interesting, I think helps. What is this tent? Oh, wait. Oh, there's a case. Yeah, I think the sound on that should be buff. Wait, let's see here. Mods for the Abraxo. Yeah, the Abraxo is just, it is what it is. Hopefully that changes at some point, but yeah. I'm not sure what tent, Brian. Is this a while back or what? Yes. Is there a way in the settings to make the case be louder? I mean, it's probably under effects, I'm guessing. I mean, it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably the effects tab. But I mean, mine's turned up most of the way. I'm at 80%. I'm going to assume it's not music because if it was music, I wouldn't hear it at all. Might be voice, menu music. I mean, my master's almost all the way up. So Pit-Boy Radio, I don't think it's that. So yeah, I'm assuming it's effects, but I haven't tested that. Oh, does the season have a new tent? This season doesn't, no. The one we're in right now, there's no tent. Which, you know, it's been a while since we've gotten a new tent, and we need one with an 8-box. Is what we need. I would like a modular one. Kind of like what they've done with, let's see, I've explored the railroad. I explored the rail yard already, I think. And this is, what's this down here? Stupid Legos is what that is. You know what is knowing is the White Spring music tied to the effects audio? It's probably music, right? Oh, annoying. Oh, it's an effect rather than the music? Oh, yeah. That's the thing with, we need more fine tuning because sometimes I don't necessarily want to turn down other effects. You know, I want my guns to sound, you know, a certain volume and whatever, but yeah, maybe get rid of the White Spring music. That'd be nice. Well, and it's also like the banging when you go to a workbench and you just hear bang, bang, bang. I guess I should do, might as well do some grunt hunts, right? While I'm wandering around the map, might as well do grunt hunts. Found 76 cases, but not looking forward to hunting down the others. May not bother. Usually avoid hidden packages if, yeah. And feathers? Well, I've gotten, let's see here. What do I have? I've got 80. So I have 80 out, well, not out of 90, but I have 80. So that's a number that I have. But at this point, I'm not looking for them. If I find them, I find them. But I don't think I've actually gone through here and picked the ones up in here yet. And I don't really plan to. I'm not going to get them all. I don't want to go after all of them. So I'm not going to. Rust Kingdom. Of course, the Rust Kingdom. Why not? Hey, Kara. Back in the old days, going around player camp, seeing what legendaries they had for sale in the hope of getting something good. These days, it's nothing now because we can make them. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Yeah, with the way legendary crafting system, what I kind of wish, you know, and I seen somebody else post this, and I kind of like the idea. So instead of being able to craft, you know, legendary items, imagine if we broke, when we got a legendary piece of gear, we could break it down and it actually give us those legendary boxes. And then we could save them and use them on other things. So we break down a quad and it'll give us the option, or maybe it only gives you the option to get one of them and you get to choose which one you get or something like that. But, you know, breaking them down, just make it easy to get the boxes and not make it so that we can craft it at all. I think that would be kind of interesting. Hello, Andy. Welcome, welcome. Rain, go away. It's supposed to rain here. I'm looking over there like I live in the Rust Kingdom. Yes, where I am, it's supposed to rain. It was really warm. I mean, our temperatures have been stupid warm lately, especially given the time of year. And it was really warm this morning. For December, I mean, not for the summer, but for December, it was pretty warm. So it said rain later in the day and then maybe off and on all weekend, but it's not supposed to be rain. I mean, this time of year, we're supposed to be getting snow, but that just isn't what's happening. Are they still hostile to me? Apparently they are. Is there an option that you can do where you can join him and say, I want to be part of you, and they're not hostile? Like, is that a thing you can do? I mean, that would be my assumption, but I would probably be wrong. I'm assuming they're always hostile to you no matter what you do. Who's swift-footed now? This thing has decent range. Of course, I have bad hit chance as well, so... This thing's all right. I gotta say, this thing is all right. I don't mind it. Someone doing a thing? There we go. All right. Let's get out of here while we still can. That's some of the downside of some of these places you go to. It's like, yeah, you go for one enemy and you have to fight a whole ton of them. Did you ever play as grandma character, like with rolling pins, walking canes, or meat cleavers? I did a tourist character where I was playing like a retired guy in a Hawaiian shirt and I used a cane, like a walking cane as a weapon. I did that. That was kind of a fun one. I didn't actually really do any quests. I just think I wandered the map for the most part and took pictures of things. That was pretty fun. I unlocked nothing. Okay, nothing I care about. Am I getting any of the crazy winds out? It was pretty windy a couple days ago. I went outside and there was leaves and like none of the trees have leaves anymore at this point. My car was just covered in just like dirt and leaves and it was pretty nasty. 32, but with a high wind, it says it feels like 14. Yeah, we're probably close to 60. I mean, it's crazy warm.
I'd get out if the journey weren't like
Let's see here. Yeah, my real life camp has the wrong weather machine. Granny playthrough would be funny. 32 is, yeah, it'd be 0 for you. Need more public activity like poker, board games, bowling, etc. Something like that. That would be something. I mean, I think that was what they were intending. Like when Nuka World on Tour came in, that was what they intended. Just based on what they said was a player hub and you'll go and you'll play the games and whatever. And yeah, people did that for a minute, but for the most part, not really. I mean, that didn't have any staying power at all. So, but bowling could be, I mean, and fishing could be like that. I mean, think about it. I mean, the number of times you would go fishing and there'd be someone standing next to you. In fact, I've had it where there was a bunch of people and we're all standing there fishing, but that just gets boring really quickly. You know, and the game is basically a looter shooter. So, you know, if you're not looting and shooting, then yeah, people,
All these
people,
bounties-
it's either camp builders or people looting and shooting. You've been a really bad Superman. Yeah. Yeah. Oops, wait a minute. I looked away and I missed a thing. All right, I think I'm good. But yeah, I'm still not sure. So, I mean, my option would be to either go back, you know, across the bridge and then do stuff here, which I really had never planned to do with this character. I mean, my plan was to come and do stuff here and be a bounty hunter or whatever. I just didn't expect everything to be I didn't expect to run out of things to do really so quickly. And so I'm kind of at a loss, you know, so I could change this character story arc, which is fine. You know, it would make sense. He came here because of raiders and he hated the raiders or whatever. And now he's here. And of course, there's more raiders here than there are in Appalachia, I think. So you could actually make it where he's like, maybe I'm homesick and I want to go back over to there. I don't have a plan for what that would entail though, because he's not from the vault. So he wouldn't be doing the vault, you know, the vault quests. So then it's like, okay, well, maybe it's time just to, you know, start over with someone else with another plan. So I don't really know. I have some time to figure it out because Monday will be the Christmas, and then so it'll be Friday. I would do, you know, like a week from today, I would do something. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I was hoping people in the chat might say what they thought, but so far, nobody in the chat seems to care one way or the other. So yes. Zero Cool, hello! Called off work before because it was 32 degrees? Oh, in Louisiana. Okay, yeah, I could see that in Louisiana. I'm like, 32, that's like, yeah, that's normal. But I could see that in Louisiana, whatever. I mean, I know in some parts of the South, if they get like a half-inch of snow, the world comes to a halt. And people here, you know, people who live in snow places make fun of that, but it makes sense because we have infrastructure, right? So if you have infrastructure for snow, I mean, we have snow plows and, you know, we can deal with snow. But if it never snows in your place, why would you have snow plows or any way to deal with it? And so it would make sense that the city would grind to a halt with a half-inch of snow. You vote new character, fire up the PTS and go chasing Bigfoot. I don't think he's a random encounter is the thing. As far, I mean, I haven't heard anything. I've asked. I haven't heard anything that he's a random encounter. So he basically has a chance to show up at the end of an event. But there's other things that can do that as well. So it's not just him that's doing that. I mean, I could certainly fire up the PTS if people wanted me to do that. I'm not really sure what I would look at though. I mean, the problem is if I go live with the PTS, what happens is I get like a bunch of people saying, look at this, look at this, look at this. And I have 10 different things people want me to do at one time. South is just soft. Oh no, snow. Well, I mean, it's a thing that you don't normally get. I saw something green over here. I think there's a legendary something over here. I'm not sure what the new character would be, I'll be honest. Like, I haven't, I thought this character would go until January sometime. Oh, up there. Yeah, up there. All right, that's pretty good for a shotgun, I will say. Not bad at all. Seen them fight Bigfoot quite a few times last night. Yeah, he shows up at the end of the event, is what happens. At certain events, not all events, but certain events. Is it this person right here? No, that's just a regular old run-of-the-mill legendary. Wait, I know where they show up. They always show up at the same spot every time. Why am I going over here? They always show up over here in this building. There's no variety. I'm hunting around like you actually need to hunt around. There's no hunting around. Thought he was sleeping though. Made it easier to assassinate him. There's a legendary. I can't really shoot through that. This shotgun is great. I mean, I like the pump, but this combat shotty is really getting the job done, I will say. I think if you don't get to Bigfoot in time, he disappears. Well, he attacks, I think. I mean, what I saw, he attacked. So, hey, Thomas, welcome, welcome. Only thing I did request if you did do the PTS that you go... is that you go to live. If you did go to the PTS, is that you go to live. I don't understand what you mean. Would like to see events on the PTS. Like this character and their story, especially if new chapters are on the way. You vote for PTS. But that for today. Saw Gassy fighting one. Yes. PTS is spoiler. So yeah. England grinds to a halt when it snows, or in the south. Okay, yeah. So far we have every option on the table. Everyone is wanting different things. It's like, can we get, is that someone's camp or is that a, wait, where am I? I mean, it's not my camp. Is that, oh, that's a, or, oh, that's a tent, right? This is a survival tent, right? Yeah, all right. Well, that'll work. That'll work for my purposes. I don't know why I'm scrapping around these things. I'm scrapping everything, so. I probably have quite a few 10 mil mods at this point. That was one thing I noticed was the, you know, the 10 mil pistol, when I did that video for new players that I was going to show, and these are the 10 mil mods you need to plan for, and there really aren't any. Like all of the, okay, I can't see. There we go. Like all of the 10 mil mods are by scrapping. It's about the only weapon. Like there was like no, I mean, there's like the Scorch receiver, but that's not really a plan. You just kind of learn it. So it's kind of interesting. I never realized that. You can't just yeah, I've heard that, and it's unclear if that's a bug or not, Brian. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, well, if you want people to not farm it, that's one way to do that, is to make it so that once you start it, you have to keep going. And then there's no farming the first boss. I mean, people could still, I mean, you could still farm it, but you'd need an alt, right? And then the alt wouldn't be able to, they would just have to leave the team. And so, yeah, basically people with alts would still be able to farm it, but people with, you know, just by yourself, yeah, you wouldn't be able, no more bot farming. I don't know if that's a thing though. It might just be a mistake, but we don't know yet. Public test server. Plowing the snow, yes. Excuse me. When they play new things on a server and players then ignore the feedback. Sometimes it's, yeah, sometimes they do. I mean, they definitely did with the raid stuff last time. Pretty excited for the new mods for the plasma caster. Yeah, and I think that the, you know, so for anyone that watched it, God, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know how many times I said in that video, this is the test server, stuff will change, so don't be, you know. The number of people who commented that I'm just going to scrap my plasma caster, they've ruined the plasma caster, this is terrible. It's like, I guarantee that it's not, especially that sniper barrel, I guarantee when it comes to live, it won't be like that. It's not going to be a single shot thing when it comes live. I guarantee it. Or double your money back. That will be changed in some way. But it doesn't matter how many disclaimers I put up. People freak out when they see this thing. It's like, okay, this is the very first iteration, and the first iteration is always the roughest. And between the first update and the second update is where you always get like the biggest changes to things. So yeah, so for people that are upset or worried because they like the plasma caster as is, I would not worry. My assumption is when it comes to live, it's going to be, it's not going to look exactly like what we saw on the PTS right now. Okay, sledgehammer, no. It's marine chest, no. T-45, no. Missile launcher, no. Wood, no. Handmade. Replenish, reload speed. That's not terrible. Oh, and I have faster reload speed mod. Cool, that's cool. Oh, I could put that on. Oh, I'm going to put that on this combat shotgun. I'm going to do that right now. You can't stop me. Autoplasma cat. It was really fun, Derek. I liked it. It doesn't feel broken is the thing. Oh, also as far as the mods go, so if you were to add quad to any of them, it's just going to add 60 rounds. So as far as the sniper barrel goes, even though it's 10, you could do it so that you could put quad on it and it would actually take it up to 70 rounds, give you 7 shots. That's as it is right now anyway. But I don't think that's going to stand. I don't think it's going to use 10 ammo per shot, number one, or the damage is going to go way up. Is what I would say. Like, I just don't see it staying as it is as far as that goes. People are already putting Zippo fluid on their heads and lining them up. Well, and they're freaking out about the, I've seen a few freakouts about the armor changes. It's like, oh, they're terrible or whatever, you know, or they just hate them. But again, it's like, because they're trying to go away. I mean, part of the reason for some of the changes as far as the armor goes is they're trying to get away from reduction and go in the way of resistance, because it's easier to tune, right? Like if you can tune for one thing, but when you have a lot of reduction like we have, it becomes very difficult to tune enemies just to balance stuff. And so they're just trying to get away. So that's one of the changes. If you didn't catch that, because it wasn't really in the patch notes, is that the power armor is losing its damage reduction. So right now, if you have power armor, it's 42%. Like for a full set, it's 42% damage reduction, 7% per piece. That includes the head. That's going away. But the resistances are going... They did forget the wood armor. And how about a way to craft the wood armor? What about that? But the resistances are going way up. So damage numbers, so like when you look at resistance on power armor now, it's going to be like in the thousands. So it's definitely going to be a different thing. I think the goal is to make it feel kind of the same, although it sounds like and they didn't really spell it out. I mean, they kind of said it, but they didn't really spell it out. That guy's only 2 stars at the moment. Now he's 3 stars. They didn't really spell it out, but the, someone over here, I think. No, not you. I just want to shoot the, I want to get hits on that one. It sounds like that goes with radiation resistant or radiation as well, because radiation right now on live, you get a 90% reduction in radiation damage. You have 98% or 90% radiation reduction. And it sounds like that's going away. So you're just going to have a lot of resistance, but you're not going to have the reduction like you had before. And so you'll have to do other things for, like when you're in a nuke zone in power armor to help with the rads. It should still be better than like regular armor, but so things are changing. Elemental resistances are going to be a lot easier and higher just across the board. Like everything is giving elemental resistances. So instead of having like, oh, I have 50 poison and 50, you'll have like 200 poison and cryo and fire and stuff like that. So a lot of those things are changing. I think it's kind of interesting. I think it just makes overall, but it's going to be, what's it going to be? I'm assuming that at some point enemies are going to be doing more things. Is what I would say, like fire damage and cryo and stuff. I think it's going to be a lot stronger than it is now, just because the resistances are going to be crazy. And I mean, the way things are right now in live, if we take those resistances, nothing really does anything anyway. So what's wrong with wood? I agree. What is wrong with wood? It's flammable, but that's good if you want to fire. May have done this already, but if you go for a new character, you could try Mistress of Mystery builds. Didn't I do I think I did a Mistress character once. So yeah, I did that. I did a live stream character that was Mistress already. I don't really have a desire to do another one. Although the stuff is better, and it looks like they updated that a little bit as far as that goes. The AFK and lurking, all right. Hopefully you feel better. Yeah, we don't need charisma here. Let's go for Swift. Get some reload bonus. Wood is for roasting chestnuts.
Hungry?
Let's see. I have no idea what I have. I was looking for a wanted poster. I don't think I got one. Now this is the bounty hunting portion. They control us with adding a 5th star to pipe guns. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't spent a ton of time on the BTS. I would have gone live yesterday. In fact, I thought about it when it updated. I'm like, I could go live with this because there's so many changes. It's hard to wrap your head around them, but I was just really tired. Once that PTS pardon me, once the PTS came out, I was actually pretty tired, and I went, I don't have the energy to stream, because PTSs it's tough to stream because because I don't have a plan, right? I'm going in and it's just people telling me, you can do this, do this, do this, and that I didn't have the strength to do with that. So I got on, I did a few events. The first thing I did was I crafted a plasma caster and made it automatic because I wanted to try it out. And I know I said in that video, at least I'm pretty sure I said in the video, I have no idea where the mods are coming from. Like, I don't know what the source is. I assumed it might be gold, but I didn't know. I remember saying that, but I still had people ask, where do the new mods come from? And I went, no, I said that. I made a point to say that I don't know in the video. But people still ask. Pipe guns are good now. They are. I mean, the range isn't great, but pipe guns are solid. You can do. I mean, we did a raid with pipe guns. So if you can raid with it, it's at least solid, usable. So yeah, basically I went on, I did like 2 events. I shot some things with the plasma caster. I'm like, this is pretty fun. And then I made a video. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I've been on here and there just to check a thing or two, but I haven't really done much. Ferals, there we go. Did I learn anything? Probably not feral. That'd be cool if I did though. Let's go. Keep meaning to try and pick up a grunt hunt. I could say it 10 times. You're right, I could. After watching your new character tips video, you took your newest character and went from the vault with only pipe weapons. It was a nice time. Oh, nice. Nice. Gold would make the most sense. I have a feeling, now it could be gold. I have a feeling though, that it's gonna end up being something like, I mean, hopefully we don't have another Gatling plasma situation where they're like stupidly rare, but I think it's gonna probably end up being like event rewards or something. I just have a feeling, but I don't know. Like they haven't said yet what it's gonna be, so I don't know, but that's kind of my guess, a lot of this stuff. So, but it's kind of nice, like on the PTS right now, because they have a PTS locker outside the vault, and they usually stock that full of like legendary modules, legendary mods and stuff that you can put on things. You know, if there's any new plans, and they've always done that in the past, like if there's any new plans, they can put them there. But what they did this time is they put potions in there, and they had a potion that they had 2 different ones. They had a potion that unlocks every mod or every location on the map. So if you have like a low level character, but you want to do stuff, and then they had another potion that unlocks every plan in the game. So basically you drink the potion, you can mod any weapon, any armor, craft anything you want, you know everything. I'm like, where's that potion for live? That'd be amazing. Hey Necrosis, welcome. Faster running speed. Yeah, I haven't tested that. I thought about it. I have a ghoul character. I thought about, you know, I should try the Jaguar speed and add that to Speed Demon and see if it feels any different. The thing is, I use it for the, oh crap. Well, I'm on a timer now. I use it for the reload. That's my thing on Speed Demon, and the extra movement speed doesn't really, isn't gonna affect the, I mean, it's just bonus movement speed, right? So if I move 125 or 150, I don't really care. Although right now moving faster would be great. So I can fast travel away to that headhunt. There we go. Really like all the activity though. Fingers crossed for more weapons, waiting for your auto crossbow like the one for Van Helsing. Oh, that'd be fun. When at a headhunt, what is killing you sometimes? Probably the enemy. I mean, some of these enemies have insane attacks. I can't tell you specifically, just in general. I mean, it's probably whatever the enemy is, you know, because some of these enemies have insane attacks and they do just like stupid damage. Where am I? Oh, there we go. I wish it always put you in the same spot. This person really likes to wave. It gets really disoriented every time you travel in. It puts you facing some other direction in different spots, and are we supposed to be getting mods from Enclave events? You've done about 30 the last couple weeks and received none. It's supposed to. It's like a, I think it's a 10% or is it, I don't know. Yes, I think it's a 10% chance to get a mod. Yeah, if you get Scout Leader Karen, for example, her poison is insane and it will kill you. If you're not paying attention, you will die. Or sometimes you're using the White Horseman and he has a 50 cal that does like 4 times normal damage and you'll die from that. So yeah, could be poison. It could be, I mean, because these enemies don't use normal versions of the weapons. They use very enhanced, hacked versions of the weapons. And so it's very easy to die. But just in general, I have no idea. So many legendaries. That's the thing. It's like, oh, they're adding legendaries to events. All right, fine. That's okay. Belted, that's a thing. Dangerous pastimes, that's something I don't care about. I don't care what they do to that event. I will never be interested in that event unless they move it to, I don't know. It would have to be a complete overhaul. The Gatling mods are, yeah, the Gatling mods are terrible. So hopefully they don't do, and I would like them to do something about that because originally, so here's the thing about the potion cost you $1. Yeah, real money, probably. The thing about the Gatling plasma mods, originally, they were supposed to be sold, not sold, but we were supposed to get a mystery vendor in the Milepost Zero. And they were going to sell like mystery crates. And in those mystery crates, you were going to get like, it was a pretty decent chance. I think it was like 15% or something, much higher than the chance of getting it from like the aid, you know, the nuke boxes and whatever. So it was a really good chance to get them, but then that vendor never came. So they had a plan of how to distribute them. And then they didn't, yeah. But then they didn't bring that vendor to the game. So we're left with this stupid rare way as the only way to get them, and it's never been updated. So that's, yeah, that's where that is, right? So I think I probably got like a jillion grenades, yeah. The weight on those things adds up. So hopefully that gets addressed at some point and those mods become more available than they are, because the way that it is now is just kind of dumb. Not sure what I'll buy, if anything, at this point.
Clark, you've really got to stop taking day trips.
Do they have AA? I don't know the details on what they have. What they have are weapons. I mean, think of it this way. If you took a normal 50 cal like that last enemy, and you take the damage and multiply it by 3 or 4, that's what they do. It's just, they just do crazy damage. So it's not about necessarily AA. It's about their weapons are just, they're like hacked weapons. I mean, just think of it that way. You're getting killed by like hacked weapons. So. Hey, Jonathan, welcome. Have I learned any of the new legendary facts? One of them, I've learned Adrenal. I learned it yesterday or the day before. That's it, just one of them. And that's one of the things that's like, so my understanding is on the new mods, they're supposed to be dropping at double the rate. So they're supposed to be twice as likely to show up on things as the normal mods that we had before. And apparently that's bugged and it's not happening. And so we should be seeing the new stuff a lot more than we actually are. So that's what's going on. I don't think it's fixed in the PTS. So who knows? It's one of those things that's bugged. It probably won't be fixed forever, or if ever. Hey, Susie. Learn Lucid. Oh, nice. That's a good one. Learn Zero. Yeah. That's me for the most part. I just learned 1. And I've done a lot of headhunts. I've done a lot of headhunts and a lot of grunt hunts. And yeah, I finally learned 1, and people that are doing like the same number as me, they're just like, I just learned this, and I learned this, and I learned this. I'm like, no, I'm still sitting at 0. Oh, this is the, we got the enemy, all right. Becca the heavyweight. I don't think that's a nice thing to say. I guess it's better than calling her Becca the fat, right? Going to stay in the Ash Cave to test the legendary headhunt enemy respawning things. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. There's some big damage. I don't know what's getting me, but something. Holy crap. Jeez. Oh, I don't know what's getting me, but something. Is it poison? Is it, I mean, I'm turning all green and stuff, so I don't know. Sometimes you're just gonna die. Oh, yeah, oh, she's getting damage over time. I can't even tell who's the enemy and who's not now that we're all like green. Okay. Is there something over here? I don't know. I would like to stop glowing now. That'd be cool. All right. Yeah, some of these enemies are not, they're not joking around. They're serious. They're not, it's not a joke enemy. It's a serious enemy. And I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh, I have this one first. Well, I'm going to go here and unload my inventory just because people keep starting things. Oh, geez. 100 US government hollow, but still not a single. I don't think they can drop in that. It was told they were. I think it was bugged and they never dropped in that. So I don't think that the US supply crates actually ended up being part of the thing. Because that was originally what was communicated, but I'm pretty sure it was data mine that wasn't included in the loot. Not 100%, but I'm reasonably sure that you'll never find them that way. I have yet to hear anybody that has. Oh, I should try that crossbow. Oh, well. As far as I know, the only way to get them are at the collision course and through the, if you find like a nuke card, you know, cargo bot in those. As far as I know, those are the only ways. Should make the Wendigo Colossus 4. They should make all the bosses 4-star, Alex. Lucid and Pickpocket. Oh, that's cool. You're at 1. The one I'm looking at, the one I want the most is Reflex. That's the one I want. I have a couple of characters that I'm looking to put Reflex on, but so far none. A Nuke Zone Agua 4-star. I had 0 HP but didn't die. Probably because I have life saving on one of my pieces, I'm guessing. I'm not positive, but that's the only thing I can think of. There's one bounty target called Ghoul Hunter that removed your rads. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, if you're playing low health or you're playing as a ghoul, it's an anti-you is what it is. I think that's funny because there's other ones that do the opposite, right? Like there are some that actually attack with rads. So an invisible scorpion, awesome. No, I want this guy. Kill this one first. And then everyone else is gonna have to show themselves. Okay, I'm facing a direction and it spins me around. I love that sometimes. I think I crippled him. This shotgun is doing good work. I think I killed everything. Yeah, the shotgun's doing good work. I like it. It's a good switch. Any mini boss or bigger mob can spawn as an uninvited 4-star creature at the end of an event on PTS. Yeah, well, the thing is they don't always spawn as a 4. So I only did 2 events. The Bigfoot was a 4-star. We got the one of the giant robots, you know, from Neurological Warfare, and it was only a 3-star. So I don't know what the rules are for that, but that was kind of interesting because that was at the end of Most Wanted. So we killed the Sentry Bot and all of a sudden we have a giant Storm Goliath. So that was kind of fun. Hey Jeep, today you realize the weekly raid rewards isn't just account based like other weeklies, it's character based? I've heard both. It sounds like it's kind of bugged as far as that goes, Jeep, because I've heard from some people that yes it is. And then other people tested it and were like, it didn't do that for me. So I don't know what the intent is, but it sounds like that's one of those hit and miss things. Hey, Viticus, welcome. Seen a variety of 4-star creatures other than foot. Oh, that's nice. I haven't watched any content. I've just done a couple of, I did like 2 events on the PTS. That's it. My time on the PTS has not been a lot. I've spent maybe 2 hours total. Learn Lucid on your human character very quickly too. Oh, nice. Nice. I mean, I'm trying to learn everything on 1. I mean, if I just learned on my main, because my main is the one that has the resources to craft stuff too. It's a pain when you have stuff spread across multiple. It's like, well, this character knows this and this knows this. I mean, it'd be nice to have them all know everything, but if I could have one character know, you know everything, which it's never going to happen if they keep adding effects. Both your mules had it and you completed on 1, got 300-pound box. Jermaine's already have done it. Oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, I know some people have had that happen, Jeep. I just don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to work because I know for some people it isn't working because I've seen that comment elsewhere where someone said, hey, I got this on another character. And someone else was like, great. And they went and did it on multiple characters and they never got it again. So I don't know. And I haven't tested it myself at all. So I only know just like, you know, secondhand information. I mean, I guess the way to know would just be to log in, right? Like if you log in with another character, you'll see the challenge or you won't. And this early in the season, I'm usually playing like 2 characters. One on this account, one on my main. Although this one, and the stream character, of course. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. FD Smith, I'm coming. He's already alive. Let's see if I can get killed by more bosses this time. I have so many people in power armor, I can't tell who's who. It's chaos. I mean, at this point, if I do a raid, if I'm doing a raid right now, it's mainly because I want to advance the scoreboard on this. Where am I anyway? 96. All right, I'm almost there. Almost at 100 on this one, and my other one's way over that. So, because of the raid rewards, because of the way they've changed them, I'm almost in the mood to like just boycott raids. Oh, there's an Agua over there. How about that? Let's go say hi. Still limitations, so mutants isn't good. Oh, steady. That's okay. I wouldn't use steady anyway. Let's go say hi to the Agua. Mind you, still haven't gotten to sit down and watch everything everywhere all at once. I have never seen that either. Oh, all right, hang on. Ghouls versus Agua, who's gonna win? Oh, there's raiders over there. I want to get the raiders over there. Oh, Deathclaw. Oh, all right, here we go. He seems to know where I am. I was gonna watch him do other things, but yeah, he, even though I was in caution, he ran right at me. Now I'm hidden. All right, there we go. Now, are they now who's fighting? What are we fighting over here? Oh, it's just ghouls versus flamethrower. Well, that's not very interesting. Got an AA 25, 35. Is AA good? It depends on what it is. If it's a low damage weapon like a minigun, yes. If it's like a hunting rifle, no. Glad you grinded. You grinded the Guardian. Haven't seen Agua lose a single fight except against players that, yeah, the Aguas are unstoppable. Except by players, right? Which makes, you know, sure. A pack of Deathclaws, not a problem for an Agua. They hit so hard. Okay, so did I do a... Oh, no, I started that headhunt. Yeah, so... I didn't have a grunt hunt going. Oh, an Elder's Mark. It wouldn't be my top choice. You're getting at that point, you're probably getting really very little benefit out of it. I mean, you're getting some benefit over nothing, but it's not I would switch it out to something else.
Time to take on a bounty or two.
I mean, obviously it depends on the enemy that you're fighting. If it's a heavily armored enemy, you'll get more benefit out of it, but yeah, it's not amazing. Are there any builds you tried previously that would be better now? I don't know about Berserker. I don't know about Berserker right now because Berserker really hasn't changed. I mean, the Berserker's effect is the same as it's always been. And unless they change it to something else, I'm not really interested in trying it, to be honest. I mean, it's just 50% more damage based on having no armor. And to me, that's just not enough of a buff to even, you know, that's something to do as like an experiment, but not really as something which I've already done. So... any that I've done in the past that would be good now. I mean, like like I did one where it was no armor, no weapons. That one would be a bit easier now because there's a lot of ways to add like resistance and stuff. Plus unarmed is better than it used to be. So that will be better. It wouldn't be interesting. The problem with that one was the fact that when you go with no armor or weapons, what are you grinding for? Like that's part of the game, right? This game is about grinding for things. And if you're not picking up things, then it becomes... basically, you hit level 50, you've got all your perks, and then it's like, all right, what do I do from here? Probably, Alex. I think lightning is going to be the thing, like Godzilla, right? What would I recommend on Elder's Mark? I would go with either Furious or Quad, or Bloodied if you're low health. I would go with one of those. 2 shots also probably pretty solid. I mean, I run, because I have a quad one that I run that I like, but Furious works well too. I have one of those.
The Rust King has eyes everywhere.
Cosmetics gotta look good. Yeah, you have to look good. It's the end of the world, but hey, at least I look good. Sandfork Lumber. So yeah, so far we had every vote. So I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do with this character. If I can think of some story I might want to continue on with this one in Appalachia, then I'll do that. If not, then I'll do a new one. And I have, oh, so here's an idea. I actually wanted to see what people thought of this idea for a playthrough at some point. I mean, it could be next. I don't really know. But I thought about doing something like a head shooting lightning out of this. Yes. I thought about doing like a tutorial playthrough. And so I did if anyone saw my playthrough it was last year when I did the new player. But it was basically as if I was a new player. So I played it as the point of view of someone who didn't know anything about the game. And how would they, what decisions would they make based on that? And I thought about doing another one where I would do and I got this idea when I was doing the video, the tips for new players, was I could actually do a video where I basically play through, and talk through every decision that I make and just play through normally. So it wouldn't be like a rule playthrough where I have, have restrictions or whatever, or even a role play. It would just be, okay, I'm just starting a character and I'm going to play through stuff. And I'll talk through every decision that I make as I'm doing it and tell why I'm making the decisions and give tips along the way while I'm doing that. And then, cause I always, cause I thought when I'm doing that video, yes, I'm doing tips for someone who's brand new, but having tips for along the way, maybe past the first, hour of the game, as I go. So I thought that might be kind of fun to do. Not sure what people think of that idea. I mean, obviously, probably most people in the chat are not new players, but that was kind of another idea that I had, was just kind of it would almost be for a new player, play along. Oh, look, we got a chainsaw right here. I mean, it makes sense. This is a lumberyard. But remember when that was a thing? I remember when the chainsaws, once they basically made them so you could get level 50 and you could make them legendary, then it was chainsaw hunting all day long. In fact, I did a video on where to find chainsaws. It actually did pretty well. It was a while ago. Early game tips. And this would just be kind of all the way through, Derek, right? It would just be, I would start the character in the vault, kind of like I did in that video, but instead of one of the things that I actually put in the video and then I cut it out. But one of the things I would talk about, and this is where I got the idea. So, I talk about you do buffs and whatever, and then I say, then we leave the vault, and then I cut to the level thing, right? Well, one of the tips is you could actually, when you're going through the vault, because originally you would have to pick things up along the way as you leave the vault, right? You pick up Radaway and Radex and a backpack and whatever. And so one of the things I would talk about was, and it's not really a tip because it doesn't affect anything that they do, but when you go through that vault, if you pick up everything or if you pick up nothing, it has absolutely no effect on your inventory. Your inventory is going to be the same regardless of what you do. So you have so it's basically saying pick all these things up. It's like a relic from, when the game first came out. You don't need to do any of that. If you pick it up, great. If you don't, great. It doesn't matter. Your inventory is set regardless of what you pick up in the vault. So that would just be the kind of thing I would point out along the way and, talk about stuff like that. Why don't we use chainsaws anymore? I don't know. Because at the end of the day, it's more effective to shoot things. You're using a chainsaw and somebody else already shot it dead, so your chainsaw's not actually doing anything. I don't know. Or because they're loud. That's kind of why I stopped using the auto melee weapons, is because eventually I get tired of listening to the constant zzz, the constant rumble and whatever. You didn't know that? Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know that. I've tested it. I mean, it's a thing I've actually tested. I'd start a character and I'd leave the vault. Start a character, I pick stuff up. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't, and I would check the inventory, and there's no difference at all. It makes zero difference. So, I mean, one way to test it is right before the very last room that has a projector in it, there's a pen and glasses on the table. If you pick those up, you're gonna have 1 pen and 1 glasses in your inventory. If you don't pick those up, you're gonna have 1 pen and 1 glasses in your inventory. It makes no difference at all. Same with the Radaway. If you pick up the Radaway, you're gonna have 20 Radaway when you leave the vault. If you don't pick it up, you're gonna have 20 Radaway when you leave the vault. So, Bigfoot is a lumberjack. That's canon. Yeah, someone commented on that video of what did they say? Did he give you beef jerky or something like that? Because in the States here, we had it was a while ago. I don't know if there's still that Bigfoot, you know, the was it Jack Lynx or something that did that? So yeah, you've not picked up the camp module and had it after leave. Of course, that's the thing. It's like, if you don't pick that up, you can't do any camp building. I mean, they have to put it in your inventory, right? Like if you don't pick it up, it's like, nope, you can't ever have a camp because you didn't pick it up. So yeah. What about the game? You get that regardless as well. The whatever it's called, the holotape game, you get that too. You don't have to even do that. You get that. Like I said, nothing you pick up in the vault will affect your inventory at all. You'll get what you're going to get regardless of what you pick up. So, and the holotape game, you get it no matter what. I don't think that's always been the case though, Alex. I think that was changed at some point. Originally, if you didn't pick it up, you didn't get it, but that's not how it works now. You get it regardless. Arkham, hello. If I was coming from a level 102, know that I think of 76. Exactly. A level 2, no. Oh, look at this. Awesome. That's me. I'm level 102. What do I know? I don't know much. 102, that's like the number of characters that I've had over the years. Actually, that number is probably low, to be honest. Is this? No, that's not the one. Well, I guess I'll shoot him. I don't want to leave him with a head injury, so we'll just leave him dead. There you are. Frosty Outlaw. I'm not sure what they, oh, I guess they slow me down. All right, we're just gonna run away. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here for an hour fighting absolutely everything, and I just don't want to. I want to, I want to go about my business. At launch, you couldn't leave the vault without the oh, so it wouldn't even let you leave. That would make sense. I mean, you don't want to have that unless you're going to force it into their inventory. Like, you definitely don't want to have a situation where someone leaves the vault and then they can't ever build a camp. But yeah, it doesn't matter now. It's yes, it doesn't matter now. Whatever you do, whatever you pick up in the vault, the only thing that matters is your buffs. So that's it. Have I picked up all the Burning Springs locations? I have. Well, I've learned. Well, let's put it this way. I've unlocked them all as far as I know. I don't know if I have the thing though. Let's see here. I don't know if I have the challenge. What's this? Oh, distinguished guest. Let's see the challenge. Maybe let's see. The one we're missing is Rust Kingdom. So I haven't discovered the Rust Kingdom yet. So let's do that. There we go. Let's discover the Rust Kingdom. We'll try the method of walking until we get the, no wait, that's not the method. The only method is to, what do? You have to like do a daily op and oh, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, because the way you do it is you go to the location, then you join a daily op, and then you like quit the game. And then when you reload, it'll discover the location. I don't really care. So never mind. I'm not going to worry about that. But I've discovered all the locations, whether I've got the challenge or not. Unlock barbarians and pickpockets. Well, that's something. I mean, that's a thing, right? Tweak to suit the attention spans of the average player leaving the vault. Yes. One thing I forgot to mention when I did that video, I mentioned it in another video that hasn't come out yet. But one thing I forgot to mention. So with the level 20 start, you actually get a 20, I think I forgot to mention it. You get a 25% XP buff for an hour. Maybe I did mention that. I can't remember. I ran through that video in my head so many times trying to get it right before I actually recorded. But I think I left it out of the video, but not on purpose. That when you choose a level 20 start, you actually start with a 25% XP buff that lasts you for 2 hours. That you don't get at level 2. Which is even less reason to choose a level 50 start, which is why I plan to mention it. And I think I forgot. You can just quit the server back to the main menu. It works without leaving the game. Yeah, but I mean, it's still, I've got to join a daily op and I don't care. Like, I don't care enough for that. Like getting location on the map is good enough for me. And what does that challenge get you anyway? Is it 10 caps like a lot of the other ones? This one. Oh, you get the sweaty title. I mean, I'll get it. I'm not worried about it. This character doesn't, I don't even have a title, do I? Oh, squeaky clean adventure. I don't think we're squeaky clean anymore. I think we've, I think this character has seen things. What do we have here? What should be a good one? Hopeful? No. Mad. Paranoid. I mean, Paranoid would actually fit. I mean, we did get portrayed by that guy. Reeling. Oh, maybe Reeling might be good. Rust. Sickly, Spicy, Untangled. Wool Red. Oh, let's go with Reeling. I think that works.
I don't want anything.
He was coming over here looking for opportunity, and he ended up with betrayal, and yeah, things aren't rosy over here compared to what he's hoping for. Problem you have with 76 is they made the early game far too easy for new players to catch up to us old heads. Our time and grinding for years means nothing. It's it's interesting, Derek. I actually see, because I generally think that too, that the early game is like super easy. But every once in a while, I see a comment where someone talks about how difficult, like one of the comments on that video, the tips video, where someone had actually made a comment where they said, one more reason to start level 20 is I found that the starting at level 2 made the early game really hard. So, and I was actually surprised to read that comment. So, I mean, it's hard for me to be a gauge, honestly, of the early game, just because of how, I mean, I've spent so much time in the early game at this point. So for me, it's hard to gauge accurately if things are easy or hard. I just don't know at this point. Just because I know, I know ways to make things work at this point. So I don't know that I can accurately judge whether something's easy or hard, at least as far as the early game goes. Because I thought the same thing. I was surprised by that comment, but it's like if one person made that comment, I don't think they're the only way that other people are going to feel that way, right? Does that stack with the sleep? Yes, it does, Derek. Yes, if you do, because I tested that multiple ways. I mean, I'm like, well, does this stack? Does it replace? Yes. So if you want to do a level 20 start and you sleep, and then you do as soon as you leave the vault, you'll get 25% bonus for that. I don't remember what it's called. And then you get the 5% bonus for the sleep. So you get 30% bonus XP for 2 hours, because they both last for 2 hours. Assuming you don't die. If you die, then the sleep bonus goes away, but the other one doesn't. So yeah. Been meaning to ask why they had not unlocked for you. One location missing. Yeah, it's a bug, is what's going on. But yeah, I guess the fix to that is to go to daily ops and then quit. Quit to the main menu, I guess. And then once you get back in a server, it'll complete. That's the fix that I've told works, and I've seen a lot of people post that that's what's working for them. What's the condition on this? Is this it? Oh, actually holding up pretty well. Fallout. Just go with old because you're old. You have to make it easy. So people get sucked into the game. It should be hard. Easy point of entry to a game creates weak gamers. What does Lucid do? Lucid is like Overeaters, only it's for ghouls. So it's based off your feral meter instead of your food and drink meter. Same thing though. Enemy scaling made the game easier. I mean, I would think it would. I mean, one thing I actually do think, so one of the changes they made, and this was over a year ago when they made the change to the loot where enemies drop, they drop like junk for the most part instead of weapons. So they drop weapons a lot less often. I actually think that made the game more difficult, because what happens is it becomes, and I've noticed that just playing, I mean, I thought it was going to be that way at the time, and I still think that, is that it makes it really hard to unlock mods. Right, because I'm getting junk and whatever, but if I want to unlock combat shotgun mods, well, I don't know the shit. I don't know the plan, and enemies aren't dropping them very often. So it's just, so that change I think has made the game not a ton more difficult, but I do think it's added to the difficulty because it makes it harder for players to upgrade their weapons as well as they can be upgraded. Without having to, I mean, you do get junk, but the amount of junk you get doesn't make up for the loss of the weapons. I prefer the old way personally, and it makes more sense. Like if the enemy is shooting me with a shotgun and I loot them and they have ballistic fiber, adhesive, wood scraps, metal, and they have no gun, that makes no sense. But if I kill them and they have a gun, that makes sense. That it's so there's that. So anyway, that's a thing. They did what they did, and it is how it is. The game is not tough at the start, but it is slower. Some enemies take a while to take down. Been a while since you started fresh, though. Early on in the game, the enemies, especially in the forest, there are no tough enemies in the forest, really. I mean, everything in the forest is what I would consider pretty easy. With just the 10 mil pistol that you're using, I mean, it's good enough to take down most things. And you get a lot of ammo. I mean, a 10 mil pistol gives you 500 and something rounds is what you start with, 10 millimeter ammo. So that's definitely... I gotta say, this gun's really good. And my sound went all weird, because that happens sometimes. XP, XP, XP. Yes, give me that XP. Give me that score. I got a something. Yeah. Oh, and I got a water poster. Awesome. We can do another one of those. Cool. Enjoyed following higher level players to get higher level enemies. I remember that too, Derek. To get levels, right? Like that's the thing. It would be a good way to get XP is you'd be level 3 and they'd be level 50. And so you'd be shooting level 50 enemies. You know, you'd tag them and they'd kill them. I did that a couple times. It was great. A great way to get XP, but it's, you know, that's not really a thing anymore. I kind of miss that. I think if you go to higher level areas, you should get higher level enemies. Been able to walk out of eviction lately. Remember crawling with 2,300 pounds on you. Wow, all right. Psycho, welcome. So you can't be feral for lucid. Yeah, it won't work. If you're feral, then it'll give you 0. You need a full meter. How many characters do I have now anyway? Well, I just have the 10. I mean, I've got 5 on one account, 5. Although the one, no, I really have 9. Because the one on my main account that I have is just like it was one I just set up for that video. And I'll delete it. So I have 9 characters. And that's usually where I'm sitting. I'm usually sitting at 9 or 10. It depends. But yeah, at the moment it's 9. But 2 of those are I got a wanted poster, right? But 2 of those are, you know, like revolving doors. Like the stream characters are like revolving doors. You know, I'll, oh, I did have one. I play it and then delete it. I play it and delete it. And same with the one on my other account. I just have like a revolving door that I'll set up a character for whatever. But like permanent characters, I have 8. First time we made it to Harbor's Ferry looking for the handmade plan. That was the mission. Yeah. But you can buy that plan. I don't know if that's always been the case, but where can you get a lot of sugar? Oh, that's sugar is pretty easy. So you can make sugar with snaptail reeds. So what you do is you equip what's that? You equip Green Thumb and you go over to Flatwoods, fast travel to Flatwoods and just walk to the river and just follow the river down towards, you know, where the Voltaic Ag Center is and go around the bend all the way to the river. And just pick up every snaptail reed and then put on Super Duper and cook it. And you'll have like 40 or 50 sugar. What drops those posters anyway? It's this. It's grunt hunts. Grunt hunts every 3 to 5. You'll have a chance to you'll get one. So it's like the chance is somewhere between 3 and 5 grunt hunts. And then you can also buy them for 5,000 caps from the Ghoul Dude. Feels like there's not a lot of people here. I hate these guys. These guys with their stupid power armor and can't be crippled, and they're tanky like they're wearing power armor. That's not fair. Only players are allowed to be tough. What does he have? Oh, is this, I think he's using, what's that gun? The one from the raid. I can't think of what it's called. I think that's what he's using. I can't think of what that's called. The one you can craft from the raid. Hot Dog House, run the river east tag. Yeah, same way. I mean, this is the same thing I said, but in reverse. But yeah. Where to get cremator mods and plan? That's a good question. I'm not sure. The cremator comes from, it was on the season board. I don't know where it ended up. Flatliner. Thank you, Jeep. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think he uses Flatliner. I don't know. Is it stamps? It's probably stamps or gold. I don't remember. I'm sure somebody will know. Because it was originally on a season. It was a season reward. So I don't know. But the mods and that should be, is it stamps? I want to say stamps, but I could easily be
Easy
wrong.
to get swarmed in those
I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
damn rust storms.
Cremator's Adams? No, you can get it in game, Noah. I'm positive you can get it in game now.
Wish I knew where Matt gets all
When I say
the
positive, I'm like 80% sure.
running caravans through this wasteland.
Cremator is.
Stock enough food for us all.
Hang on.
She must earn a lot keeping us fed.
I really
You can buy it in Mortimer. Yeah, you can buy it from Mortimer from in Crater for gold bullion. You need a reputation of ally, so that's where you get it. So yeah, it's from the Crater gold vendor, but you have to have like max rep for it. So that's that. What's the apartment unit at Point Pleasant that has a few sugars? Oh, there's an apartment unit at Point Pleasant that has a few sugars. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's just so easy to craft them though, just gathering the, I mean, like I said, you can craft like 40 or 50 of them for like 5 minutes of gathering. So that's what I always do. I never like really farm sugar. Wrath of John, hello, hello. Got them all on the scoreboard. Yeah, same thing. But yeah, they always put them as like gold or stamps for those things. I just couldn't remember because, you know, I had no reason to know. It's one of those things. Had no reason to know it. Let's see here. Where are we going this time? Hamley Run Camp. All the way up in the corner. Such a weird name. Hamley Run. What does that even mean? Is that like the name of some family? The Hamley family? That would be unfortunate. There's one of my characters, some character at some point in the vault before leaving the vault. I couldn't tell you which one though. The number of times I've done that intro, oh man, listen to the overseer. I've got a mission, my own mission. Oh man, I've heard that speech so many times. In fact, I turned it off when I was doing, because when I did I did another video, which probably I think comes out tomorrow, where I was looking at all the level 20 starts, all the different options. And I ran through the vault so many times. I eventually just turned off voice because I couldn't listen to the overseer do her little speech anymore. There we go. Uh-oh, not the Gatling laser. No Gatling laser. I do like the staggering though. Shotguns are great. That's how you deal with the staggering enemies or murdery enemies. You just kill them or you stagger them. Ooh, another combat shotgun. At some point, I may learn mods and I can actually mod this even better. Ground hunts are unlimited. Yes, you can do them as many as you want to do, as many as you can stand. And bounty hunts are unlimited too. You just need the wanted posters. There's no time gate on it at all. Like you can just do one after another. Ground hunts drop wanted posters. Yes. What Manny was saying about having too many posters, you guess if you never post them up on the board, they just accumulate. Well, that's the thing, Derek. You didn't watch my video, did you? Shame. The way it works is you can only have one on your character at a time. So if you have one, you cannot get another one. So what you do is you go over to your stash and you put it in there. Do I have one? I don't remember if I never stored one, but yeah, you can put as many as you want in your stash. So yeah, if you have one on your character, either use it or store it, because that will block you from getting another one. You won't even be able to buy one if you have one on your character.
It'll take another army to defeat the Rust King's one.
Another army? Say it isn't true. I'm actually kind of curious about what Saint Monkey said about finding where did he say it was over here, right? At the it's right here, right? The fire station. Kind of curious about that. Where he said there was Rust Raider banners there. Repeatable score, awesome. I will take all the score I can get. We're almost to 97. Quit posting them in public lobbies. People seem to be a bit greedy and it's pretty annoying. Yeah. Until they patch it, maybe. I mean, there's other things that are like that too, right? Like the what is it? The data, The stuff that you turn into the Brotherhood, the whatever data, I haven't done that forever. But that one, if you turn in more than one, it just takes them all and just gives you the like the one reward. So yeah, maybe they patch it, maybe not being able to have more than one of your characters is the bug though, right? So maybe they didn't want it to be that way. That yeah, we don't know what the bug is, because as far as I know, they've never said anything one way or the other about you can only have one. So who knows what the bug is? Let's see, where's right here? Yeah, more than 80 stashed. Yeah, my main has got like 40 something, I think. Technical data, thank you everybody. Technical data. That's what I was thinking of. Well, what they could really do is they could be evil and give it weight. Right, that would be a thing, because isn't that a thing that because didn't presents used to be like the gifts used to be 0 and they added weight because of dupers and stuff. Imagine if oh, it's like I thought he was dead. I think if you're gonna keep him in the pen, maybe take off the that's kind of nuts. It's like, you know what, we're just gonna load him up and let him just stand there just all the time. No rest for the cow. Just keep him burdened all the time. You get 0 tech from technical data, yes. Ooh, waffles sound amazing.
Might makes right.
Have to do the encumbered walk of shame someday then. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, imagine if they decide, you know what, it needs to stay the same weight as the weekly cash. So you immediately get one and you have to walk back to Highway Town to be able to put it up on the board. My guess is nothing will ever happen with it, but you never know. I mean, it could get a patch where like you can't store it. It just is, you have it on your character and you can't store it, you have to use it. So, which would kind of suck. I mean, I don't really see any harm in people storing them, and I mean, as long as people aren't duping them, right? Which they're very easy to get, so. Make your mule and start a new character. Exactly, that's my way. But so I thought about doing that as a playthrough. Do like a tutorial, like a sort of like a tutorial kind of playthrough, or a thinking out loud play. Maybe I'd call it thinking out loud playthrough, something like that. I don't know, but it would be geared towards. I mean, it would be geared towards new players, obviously. Although I don't know that we're getting the influx that I would like to see compared to last. I mean, that would have been perfect last year when the show came out the first time. That we got so many players then. It doesn't really seem to be moving the needle. Maybe as the show goes on, I don't know. Or maybe all of the people who are watching already tried the game and are like, eh, wasn't for me. The people that liked it stuck around. The people that didn't aren't coming back. Missiles are not inside toys. That faster reload does make a difference, though. Grenades are not inside toys. Well, they are dumb. It's like, let's hide inside, and when he comes, we'll launch grenades in this enclosed space, or missiles in this enclosed space. Sure, why not? That makes sense. I think it's because they didn't drop the full season? What do you mean they didn't drop the full season? I don't know what you mean. Randogram by the welcome to Ohio sign didn't have anything new. Sounds about right. Invisible ones are a PETA. It depends. I mean, honestly, like the invisible ones and the resilient ones can be a pain because they turn all the other enemies to resilient. So if you happen to be fighting a bunch of you know, power armor raiders, it's like not only do you have to shoot them, and then you have to run up and bash them, and very often they'll bash you first and stagger you, and because resilient's great. Only one episode. Oh, that season. I was thinking the game season. Yes, I agree, Noah. The season on the show. I think that would have attracted, like the full season being available might have. I don't know though. I mean, it's hard to say, right? You don't know how many people who are watching are new viewers or return. Because if they already tried the game before, like why would they come back? You know, if they stopped playing, why would they come back? Fighting a resilient scorch piece is annoying. I agree with that. And I don't know if they are... Did Beth do a free weekend alongside season 2 release? I don't remember a free weekend. They're doing a free Fallout First trial, right? Like that's going on right now. They didn't do a free weekend, but Amazon Prime, where the show is on, it has had it for free for like a month. I don't know if it's still there, but it was free for like a month. So yeah, it was better than a free trial. Yeah, this shotgun, I will say, almost feels like easy mode for the most part. Speaking of resilience, there we go. Last thing I want is okay, jeez. There's a lot of them. Everybody's after me. I'm glad the Deathclaws aren't coordinating their attacks very well. Wow, that's actually a decent amount of damage. That's with blocker 3. Oh, this one's legendary. There's still another one somewhere. Let's take the other one. Huh. Oh, he's way over there. Okay. I don't want to walk away with a Deathclaw. You know, you may want to come after me one day or she. It's a matriarch, so she may want revenge someday. Which I don't want any part of. Oh, what's over there? Anything good that we can see? Because sometimes you'll get like stuff. I see nothing. Nothing's going on. All right. Maybe it's just you, but you've been seeing a lot of questions on Facebook and Reddit about either starting or coming back. Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping when I did that video, I was like, hopefully there's enough new players. I almost didn't do the video because I'm like, if there's not new players, a video like that's just going to come out dead.
Gotta be crazy running.
Like when you do tips for new players, but new players aren't, you know, showing up, nobody else is going to watch the video. And that's what happened. It was basically stillborn when that video came out. So I don't care about this. Oh, vampires. That would have been good. All right, whatever. Let's see. Oh, assassins left. Oh, I have an assassin's. I mean, it's sturdy. What's my left arm now? Because I do have an assassin's arm piece. Oh, that's a right arm. What's my other left arm? It's light. Oh, I have 2 life-saving pieces. Oh, all right. Powered. Assassin's powered. I mean, that's not... I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay. I think I'm going to switch to this, though. Because I do like the powered part. All right, let's scrap one of the pieces. Because that's life-saving, endurance, whatever. All right, so we get rid of that. And mod this. I think I can make it studded. I think the Fallout 4 Diabolical alongside the rough launch of Burning Springs may have hurt the influx. Yeah, I mean, that Burning Springs launch was not good. And Fallout 4, that one, I mean, they are good at botching launches, I will say. Stabilized. I mean, we'll use stabilized. I mean, in case if I ever use a scope. Still watch me. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I can tell. It's like when all the comments are from like the regular viewers, it's like, that's not a good, I mean, it's great and I appreciate it. But when like all the comments are from, it's like, I want the comments, like when I did the tips video last year when the show came out, which was just so lucky, the timing on that, well, half lucky. The comments were like, all these new players are like, oh, thank you, this helped me a lot. You know, it's like when you see like new names saying, thank you, this is great, whatever. You know, this time it's just like, other than like existing, you know, viewers, the people that watch everything, it was not, but it's, you know, it's one of those things. If we do get an influx, it's there and it would do okay, probably. But initially it just kind of just died. So one of those things, it can happen. That's the risk. So it's one of those things where it's, you know, there's different outcomes, right? Like I put out the video, we don't get the influx of new players and the video just dies, right? That's one of the options. The other option, which is bad, the other option is we get an influx of new players, the video does well, that's good. Or I don't do the video, we get an influx of players and I don't get the benefit, and that's the worst possible option. So I'd rather do the video and have it there, just on the off chance that we get the influx, than to have it be the other way around where we get an influx and I'm not ready to benefit from it. So, because that video last year did a lot for the channel. Like so much. Let's see here. We want this. I was gonna check. I don't have a wanted poster yet, right? No. Albany, swift-footed. All right. tell everyone in those posts to watch your stuff. So you're trying. I appreciate it, Patrick. If only to complain, you left something out. Well, yeah, there's that. Sweet mutant fruit tea versus blight soup. I need more from that. I'm not sure what you mean. You want to know the difference between the two? Bethesda are at all-time low. People, yeah. Well, there is a little bit. Yeah, they have not done the best for their reputation. That is for sure. Why they changed lifesavers? I don't know. They changed it. I know they changed it, but why? No idea. I like the change. I actually like it better than it was before. I actually use it now. One down. If you are, I mean, so the way Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea gives you the same, it gives a base 50% bonus to critical damage, and so does Blight Soup. Blight Soup lasts an hour, or lasts 30 minutes. Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea lasts an hour. If you're herbivore, Blight Soup doubles the benefit for both of those. Blight Soup and Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea. So you get double the benefit in terms of the duration's the same, but you get double the benefit. If you are carnivore, you can only use Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea or Steep Thistle Tea. It's the same. I mean, Steep Thistle Tea is the same as Sweet Mutant Fruit in terms of benefit and duration. You cannot use Blight Soup as a carnivore. You get no benefit from it. The Blight Soup is so much easier to make. You can make a lot of it in a very short amount of time. So there's that. I mean, if I'm herbivore, I'm just using Blight Soup because it's just so easy to make. Carnivore, you just don't have the option. You have to use either Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea or Steep Thistle. Sweet Mutant Fruit Tea, you can make a lot of. Steep Thistle there just isn't as much thistle in the world. And so you can't really make as much of it. So I'm always going the Sweet Mutant Fruit direction if I am a carnivore. I'm assuming that was somewhere in there was probably an answer to your question. I don't know if there was a question. Game is definitely fun, but it feels pretty predatory. It costs a bunch of money to be creative with your camps and be effective with your junk and such. Well, I mean, it's a live service game where I mean, the money has to come. I mean, to keep the game going, the money has to come from somewhere, right? So you can play it without Fallout First. I mean, it is a thing. A lot of people do it and they have fun. Fallout First definitely makes the experience. It definitely makes a lot of things easier, I will say. But you don't necessarily need it. But if it wasn't for like Fallout First and the Atomic Shop and all that, like there would be no money to keep the game going because the money has to come from somewhere. Because they're not making the money from selling the games, especially when a lot of people are playing it on something like Game Pass or whatever. So just one of those things that's necessary for the game to continue. Your brother asked you if it's worth being a ghoul. It can be. I mean, the ghoul. Hey Lex, welcome. Being a ghoul can be fun. It depends. It's not. I have a ghoul character and I like it. There are parts of it that I don't like, which I've talked about a lot. But overall, I mean, a lot of people really enjoy playing a ghoul. The only way to know is to actually do it and see if it's right for you. Maybe not as many people. You think we'll see a jump in numbers? I wouldn't mind it. It was fun. I mean, I will say last year when the show came out, that was some of the most fun, probably the most fun I had playing the game since I started as a new player. Seeing the servers just full of level 2 players or level 20 players that were all brand new out of the vault. It was so much fun because you would go to events and they would actually have to struggle. They wouldn't just, it wasn't a bunch of kitted out players like one-shotting everything. It was people that were figuring things out and struggling, and it was neat. It was so much fun. It was a breath of fresh air, and it just didn't last because they didn't have anything in place to take advantage of it. This time they do. I don't know healing. All right. I don't know if it's enough though. I mean, now you can play as a ghoul, which we saw in the show. I mean, that's the thing. They put the ghoul in the game. Well, the ghoul, and you can actually play as a ghoul if you want. So, that was a thing that wasn't before, right? Like you couldn't play as a ghoul before. We've got Burning Springs, which, has kind of similar landscape to what you see in the show. So if you want to run around in an area that looks like the show, you kind of have that. You don't have the same locations, obviously, because it's not the same map. But we have that. And we have the gun, and that was a mistake I think they made with, well, I do think that the way they did the gun was a mistake. Putting it at rank 1, basically you have to be rank 100 to unlock everything on the gun. And even at rank 70, or what is it, like page 7 is where it is. Putting it that deep into the season, I think was a mistake. I think it should have been really early. And I think the mod should have been really early. I don't think they should have put them so late on the board. Because for someone who's new and coming in going, well, I want to play as a ghoul and use that gun, and then they find out they have to do this stupid grind to get it, is not, I don't think that's a good look. And I think that was a really bad decision. But it's a decision that's already been made, so there you go. Soon we get the epic episode, we probably got a few more players. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's hard to know. I mean, season 1, we got so many more players than, I mean, nobody was prepared for that. It was so big. I mean, basically went from like 9,000 players, you know, 8 to 9,000 players a day to, you know, 72 at one point or 73,000 at one point. And it was like every day we were just hitting a new record up for like, I think it was like 2 weeks out from the show that we hit the 73 or 72,000. It was nuts. But it didn't last. I mean, within 2 months, we were basically back down to where we were before the show started. And then by the end of the year, or like 3 or 4 months later, we're actually at lower numbers than before the show. So it didn't, like, there was no staying power at all. I know that there were people that, let's see, I have a wanted poster. I just, uh-oh, this person's going to put one up. Maybe? No, I'm going to, oh, they were just checking, I think.
Stay sharp, girl. You don't have friends here.
Oh, wait, I forget. Yeah. It's not just a click. It's a click and then do a thing. You think it's because the host shake? I don't think that's the only reason. I don't think it was just because the show came out at once. I mean, it was new, right? And people saw this thing and they found out, well, there's a game, or actually more than one game I can play that's like this show. And, you know, I think that's a lot of it. But I think a lot of the people for season 2 are people that watch season 1. And the people that would be susceptible to try the game in season 1 probably did. And so I just think there's that, you know, that they gave the show a chance, or they gave the game a chance, and, you know, getting them back, if they didn't stick around, like if they bounced off the game the first time, you know, they may not want to come back. You know, you just don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it was one of the things I had no idea what would be. I had the video. I have another video for tomorrow that's kind of geared in the same direction as the tips video. And we'll just have to see if, yeah, if I spend a lot of time making videos for players that aren't coming. So I need to get over there. I hate the position of this place with the, you know, put you so far away. Colt the bolt. So far away from the action. There's not that many people here. And one of them's dead. More score. Give me the score. I want all the score. And I gotta level up, which, whatever. I will say, if I keep this character going, I'm in a good position to build something. I don't know what, but I'm in a good position to build the character into something. Someone's over here. Shooting at a wall or something. Let's put it into that. Okay, let's see here. Could use some positive PR. I know the show is old it's an ad for the franchise, but even some text at the end of the show saying play. Well, and so here's something I'm wondering. So Amazon Prime, they have 2 tiers. Like they have an ad. They have like a few years ago they switched to a tier where they were gonna basically they switched to put ads. You know, you're gonna get ads in the videos unless you pay an extra fee, right? So I have that. I have the fee because I'm not watching ads. I'll cancel before I watch ads on streaming. And what I'm wondering is if you don't have that, like if you're getting the ads, is it actually showing ads for like Fallout 76 and Fallout 4? I mean, because I would think the trailers that I've seen for this game would be enough to bring some people in. It's like, wow, I can go and this looks like the TV show, and you know, I can be a ghoul and whatever. That's something I'm wondering. I don't know the answer. Dom Pedro is basically irrelevant to you because your 50 cal sniper rifle has twice the damage. Yeah, I like the hunting rifle a lot. It's my favorite weapon right now. And it hits hard. I was actually doing some West Tech runs with it yesterday. It just pop, pop, pop. Zimara, hello, hello. Are the dailies easy today? Yeah, for the most part. I'll show you. I didn't re-roll them, so that's a thing. I mean, they're pretty. I mean, deal a critical hit to a sentry bot, eat cake, pie, or candy, so gum works for that. 2 grunt hunts, pick a bunch of plants, kill a Mirelurk, and then take a picture of a Mirelurk hunter, take a picture of a Gulper, and kill 5 enemies in the Cranberry Bog. And it's double score too. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward today. Normal ads, so nothing about the games at all. That's too bad. Because you would think that would be a thing they would do. And I was kind of expecting maybe at the beginning of the show they would have like a trailer for the games or something. But, oh, I have a grunt hunt. Oh, I had one already. I knew that. There we go. Like that would help to let people know that aren't like necessarily paying attention that, hey, we got some new stuff that you didn't. Because, you know, since the show came out last year, we added the ghoul and we added a new region. It's going to be a lot different experience than it was, you know, before. You appreciate me not putting 50 ads in these lives? Yeah. I figure it's not worth it, Derek. You know, if I was one of the people that had like thousands watching, you know, I might stick one ad in once in a while. For me, it just doesn't seem like it would be worth it, right? So if I have like, we have 109 watching. So if I had like 100 people watch an ad, is it really worth, you know, whatever I would make, the dollar or whatever? I don't know what it would be. I can't imagine it's going to be a ton of money. And I don't know that it's worth the trade for, you know, for what it does to disrupt the live. So I know it's going to be a worse viewing experience. If I took breaks, now that is something I would do. Like if I took breaks during the stream, like if I was someone who did longer streams, you know, and I say, well, every few hours I'll take a break, then sure, I'd run a commercial during the break because there's nothing anyway. I'm not in front of the computer at the moment, so it doesn't matter. I might as well run an ad, and I would communicate that's what I was doing. But, oh, so we're going to go up. Up. Okay. How do I get up? There's like, I know I'm supposed to go up. Oh, I got to go up here and then go, okay. It's one of those kind of situations. It's an actual hunt. It's not a spawn in, shoot in the head. It's you got to do some travel. Oh, okay, there you go. And is he toxic? You are very toxic. I don't like the kinds of things you're saying about other people. You are a toxic outlaw. Probably not that kind of toxic, I'm guessing. There we go. Oh. Little Business Sense says it would be worth a 30-second ad. Finish the scoreboard today because you want those mods for Don Pedro, only to realize that pistol is nothing extra. I like the, oh jeez. Well, that was interesting. Okay. I think it's a fun gun, but I mean, I don't necessarily like it better than like a black powder pistol or something, or a lot of other things, but I do think it's a fun gun. But yeah, it's not like it's not a game changer by any stretch of the imagination. What would be worth a 30-second ad, Patrick? I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, let's see. Save and sound is going. Not for me. If I do leave Burning Springs with this character, I'll do it by foot. But then we can't worship the chair. Yes. Does food buff stack, or can you only consume one at a time? If they give different buffs, they stack. But if they give the same buffs, then whatever you take the latest will just replace the other one. So if you have one that gives you extra strength, another one that gives you extra agility, another one that gives you extra intelligence, you can use all of those. But if you have one that gives you extra strength and another one that gives you extra strength, then the one that you take the last will overwrite the first one. What would be my choice as a second weapon to accompany a Gauss Mini? I assume you're doing like a bullet storm type situation. I would probably do, honestly, something like a cold shoulder. A shotgun would be a good companion because that would work really well for things like raids, where you need to like pop crystals or, you know, something like that. It's a good option for stuff like that. So maybe a shotgun, something like that.
Makes or breaks you.
Find a way to mention Vault 76 in the show. I don't know. I mean, it's bad enough that they're stuffing everything from the show into this game. I don't know that it needs to go the other way. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised. I figured at the beginning of the show there'd be some sort of promo, like right at the beginning. And just like, you know, hey, Vault, you know, Fallout 76. And, because it is a lot different experience. I mean, even the people that tried it before, it's going to be a lot different experience. Well, I don't know about a lot, but it's going to be different than what they tried a year ago. Is what I would say. Enclave Flamer. Yeah, Enclave Flamer, that would be another good option, I would think. Saw something about Fallout 5 being related somehow to the show, kind of makes you worry. Okay, so Todd Howard has said that the show, it takes place in the same universe as the show. I mean, basically, it's nothing new. I mean, they've said it before that the show exists in the same universe as the games. That's all that's been said. They haven't said anything as far as I'm aware of, oh, are we invisible? No, we're resilient. Okay. Well, they're not resilient. Uh-oh, no. Staggering is annoying. That's one of the nice things about being a ghoul is you do have a perk that eliminates stagger, which is a really nice perk, I will say. So, I mean, the ghoul does have its advantages playing as a ghoul. Think it would be beneficial to have an ad before or after the show to point people to the games? Oh, yeah. Well, definitely before. I mean, after too, but I mean, a lot of people aren't going to be done when the credits are rolling. Could find a way to mention Vault 76 in the show. Actually, one thing they could do is have like an ending. You know how like the Marvel movies always have like an ending after the credits? Is they could have an ad for Fallout 76 in the, like right in the beginning of the credits. And then, so they would have to watch that unless they fast forwarded to the end to see this, you know, actually they did have that. There was something, I'm pretty sure there was something in the show after the credits or partway through the credits. There was another scene, I think, if I remember right. If I'm wrong, someone will correct me, but I'm pretty sure there was another scene. If you watched through the credits or partway through the credits, there was another scene. Oh no, it wasn't a scene. It was coming this season. Never mind. I thought it was a scene because I had fast forwarded and I saw, oh, look, something's happening. No, it's just coming soon or coming with the season. So yeah, never mind. But yeah, they could, I mean, there are things that could be done, but you know, a lot of times what I feel is like, if there's a thing that Bethesda can do that'll bring in players, will generate goodwill with players, they'll always opt not to do it. Like that, just how I feel. It just seems like whatever they can do wrong is what they're going to go for. So, and it just feels like, okay, whatever the opportunity is, they're not going to take that opportunity. They'll do the wrong thing. A lot of anime would have been in the next episode, a little snippet after the episode. Shows do that. I mean, a lot of shows do that, right? A lot of shows do. Yeah. Part of my nose. Yeah, I think definitely could have been more, because when I watched the show, you know, it's like there was no sign of Fallout 76 or Fallout 4 or New Vegas or anything else. There's always one more. I have so many legendary modules too. Bloody railway rifle. There we go. Just a 1-star, so who cares? Filthy. Hello. Hi there. Have the devs done anything? Have the devs done something to eat away at the glow now? You find you're constantly topping up Less server hopping. You must have missed it. I think so. I think it was changed with the season. They did something to make it so the glow didn't, that your radiation was kind of maintained from server to server. I haven't played as my ghoul this season yet, though. I haven't played since the PTS. But yeah, that's my understanding. That was in the patch notes for, I don't know if it was in the patch notes for the final ones. I think it was in the PTS patch notes for the last season. There was a nod to Fallout 4. But yeah, I mean like an actual mention of the game and, you know. Sad Rats, hello. They did the same as they do with all the cool stuff in the game. There's a small chance for an ad for the games while watching.
Might not be great in this.
God, oh, is it that way? It's like it's like calibrated shocks for ultrasight calibrated shocks is what it is. The chance of seeing an ad.
Red scorpion
Yeah.
can dissolve sheet metal?
I don't need to look here. I can just look at the board every time I go over here. If it gives me an option to put up a poster, then I have a poster. If it doesn't, I don't. Easy peasy.
Get out if the journey weren't likely to kill me.
But you can see, I mean, this is double XP, right? We're doing a double XP, double score weekend. And I don't think this world's, I mean, it doesn't really feel all that full. I mean, based on how many people are showing and how few people are doing the things. I probably have a lot of, I have 100 and some odd stim packs. We're going to go to my camp and I'm going to we need an aid box here. This is nuts. Use the free Fallout first trial to take the junk out of your stash. 400 pounds are free now. Nice. That'll last you a few days. I mean, if you're really diligent about it, if you've got the time to grind, you know, the free weeks. I mean, this is the second week of the year, right? Because they did another one. You know, the free weeks of the year can really get you enough stuff that you can carry through for. Let's go down to like 40. There we go. That was a little bit of weight. Might as well clean these things out. Yeah, definitely no need to cook anymore. Let's store all the pepper and the salt and the spices, the sugar. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not going to probably cook anything, but it's there nonetheless because I can. Okay, so Sandy's, which is right by where we were too. That's a pretty good picture. I think I took that picture to try and use it for a like a thumbnail or something. Unless you're doing a raid, which you don't often, you don't bother carrying more than 15 stim packs anymore. Yeah, I mean, I used to carry 50. Now I'm like down to 40, and sometimes I wonder. It's like, do I even need to carry any? It's just, I mean, it depends on the character. I mean, it's always good to have like one, but it almost feels like you get away with like most of the time. Like, I mean, even on this character. I know I'm not sneaking. I'm only sneaking to see if yeah, okay. Just to know if there's enemies around. Is there a weapon bench? Oh, I got a wanted poster. Cool. All right, well, let's go do the wanted poster. We need more raids. We need more everything. Well, and right now in the PTS, okay, so there's something I would caution you about on the PTS. If you watch any videos, people covering it. If anyone does a video talking about how the raids have been nerfed, like, because right now because they have adjusted the damage, and I think what's happening is they're trying to figure out where the damage should be with the new armor adjustments. And I saw someone post a video, this was in a Discord, it wasn't on YouTube, where they went to the Guardian, and the Guardian was doing no damage. So they were standing there in regular armor tanking the Guardian. It was just doing nothing to them. So if you see anything, don't get your hopes up. Don't go, oh, great. I would say that that's just a bug, and they're just trying to figure out where the damage is supposed to be. Because there's no way it's going to come to live where the Guardian doesn't do damage. Because right now it's basically doing no damage. It's not going to come to life like that.
Maybe when the rad hogs fly.
Every 10 minutes on the PTS. Well, that's how it's going to be. That's what they said, is everything as a new activity or whatever. And what's really weird is, so things like collision course now will no longer be used or triggerable. It will just happen every once in a while.
Wish I knew where Matt
Pardon me.
gets all his stock from.
And something else they said was the events will basically just come out on a random, but they won't. they won't come again until all the events. So basically it sounds like, at least the way I read the patch notes, is events will get cycled through. And so all the events will come up before it can, so you won't get the situation where you get the same event over and over again, apparently, if you stay on the same server anyway. But, wait, I did that again. I got a wanted poster. What's my weapon, right? It's getting there. May have to repair it at some point. If they fixed your ultrasight mole miner, then you could do a raid. Fix it what way? It's not broken. Ultrasight mole miner works.
He probably can.
Feel that will prompt people to AFK the same event all day. Well, but they won't be able to because they'll AFK and then that event won't show up again forever until all the events, until it's cycled through all of the events. And it's not going to be like the same order or anything like that. It'll just be random order, but until, at least that's what it said. So, but until it, that was the way I read the patch notes, and I could be wrong, but that's the way it read to me, was that yeah, it'll cycle through everything, but I don't know. But the Stalker's fine. I think Brian's referring to the no instant death. Oh, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I mean, they did say something about it's not going to be an instant death. It's just going to do a lot of damage. But from what I've heard, it's still instant death. So, and it just does a massive amount of bleed damage, and which there's not really any defense against bleed damage. Oh, do we have, Charlie have, well, I'm trying you. Okay then, that's what I get for trying to save someone. There's no, and I didn't even go down. I just, what is he using? It's a Gauss, but that's not the one from the, jeez. This is awesome. This is great. And they're all invisible too. That one's dead. Oh, wait, I just saved them again. What's happening? They go down. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, there was. There's one right here. They're vicious. I don't know what they're using. Is Charlie half cocked? Has he been fully cocked yet? That was fun. Derwitz, hello. Big fan of my work. Recently used your evasive approach recently, really enjoying it. Oh, I'm glad you, I like it a lot. I just really recently started doing that too. And at least I'm my cool character, and I'm surprised at how well it works. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad it's working for you. Corn soup and company tea does not stack. It does not. Yeah, you definitely want to use company tea over corn soup. Company tea is much better. Much, much better than corn soup. Even though corn soup's easier to make, but company tea you don't have to make. You can just, I guess corn soup you don't anymore either, right? You have the soup generator. But yeah, they do the same thing, so no. Bloodied. Oh, give me this bloodied nonsense. Unyielding, no. Give me any of that stuff. It's like the most bounty hunts I've ever started. Hate to see him fully cocked. Yeah, exactly, right? That's half-cocked. Half-cocked obliterates you. I mean, I know there's Jeep. I know that there's a lot of people like see the Stalker just not do damage, but it's not, like, the thing is you can't avoid, I mean, there are things you can do to avoid dying to him, at least for one hit anyway. I mean, there's stuff you can do to do that, but I don't know. I think if he didn't do instant death, that stage wouldn't be fun for me. Because that's the fun part, is the fact that you have this, there's risk to it. I mean, this game just has so few spots. And that's another reason why I like the headhunt, and I like the enemies with their crazy damage, is there's risk. There's no penalty though. I mean, you die and you're dead, but and you just respawn. But the fact there's some amount of risk to it is what makes it fun for me. I know not everyone feels the same way, but for me, that's what makes it fun. It's called half-cocked after an unfortunate incident when getting into power armor. Ooh, ouch. If it doesn't give you +3 buff, then it's inferior and therefore just sell it. Okay, sure. But I mean, with company tea, you can, I mean, there's a generator for your camp. So like, there's really not a reason to use corn soup. Unless, you know, you haven't gotten the, what are we? Oh, toxic is okay. I'm tired of your toxic stuff. You're spreading lies and rumors about things. You're very toxic. You're making for a hostile work environment. Probably the wrong kind of toxic. Without instant death, it would be way too easy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's fun is the fact that you can't, you know, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if you were, when you were kids, if you ever played when the, you know, the floor is lava and you have to hop like on the furniture or whatever, don't touch the floor, you'll die. It's kind of like that, right? The floor is lava, or Pac-Man. It's like Pac-Man, only you're a ghost and you have to avoid Pac-Man. But, which would be kind of cool if they had that sound effect for when they moved, you know, the Pac-Man sound. But yeah, for me, that's what I like about that stage is the fact that there is the risk there is so, yeah, because otherwise it would just be running around and, you know, beating the clock, as it were. Let's see, I did one of those already. Let's do that, and another one of those. Eating, I guess I have overeaters, so I guess it is worth keeping my meters topped up. And apparently I had to use my life saving at one point because I am, I have the little cooldown symbol.
Help yourself to a bounty. There's always more.
The Pac-Man sound in the drill level. Exactly. I think, wouldn't that be great to have Pac-Man sounds when whenever would you do it whenever you're running or whenever the stalkers are running? That'd be kind of fun. Oh, Gun Hunt. The Rust Kingdom. Is this resilient? I think it said resilient. Makes for better watching content to see me die from time to time. Yes. Except for I don't really stream the raids. I mean, you'll see it if Mr. 3 is dead and he's looking through me. That's about the only time you're really going to see it. I mean, I could do that. I actually thought about doing that today. Honestly, was doing a raid stream just to get it was like a score grind to get my. Oh, I guess we're doing a headhunt. I'm like, instead of doing this character today, I'll just do a score grind and do raids. And then I just went, that's what people do. Stalkers should make the Pac-Man sound. Yeah, whenever they move, just have it be that sound. If the Stalkers didn't get Jules once in a while, he'd be far too OP. Once in a while? Hopefully he's doing okay. Last thing I heard, he was sick. Hopefully he's on the mend. Being sick is no fun. Shotguns are fun. They're so satisfying when you have the one-shot headshot. But it also puts the game and makes it feel like it's on easy mode. Which I guess that is the game for the most part. The hard enemies are the ones we're going to see in a minute. What should you do with your regular repair kits that are kind of heavy now? Just drop them? Yes. Regular repair kits are, I mean, especially if you're doing raids and you're getting the, you know, the improved ones. Yeah, there's no reason to save them. I mean, you can't use them. I mean, you can't, like, give them to other players. So you might as well, Oh. I'm just crippling assaultrons here. I thought I was. There we go. That one's gonna explode. I think everything's dead. Now there's a lot of people here. I agree, Brian. That's why I don't do it for the most part. I've always tried to do something different than what other people do. Because really anybody can just like go live and say, I'm just gonna play the game and go live while you watch me. Like anybody can do that, which is basically what I'm doing today, unfortunately. Because I finished the quest on this character and I'm like, I need to come up with something, you know, to if I want to keep him going or not. Where are we at? Level 113. So I got like 23 levels today. And I've unlocked some legendary mods on this character, and yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have to figure out what he would do logically, because it does make sense that he would leave the Burning Springs, because he came here for a reason, and now I'm over encumbered. We came here for a reason, and obviously there are more raiders here than there are, you know, and I don't think he came here to find raiders. And he didn't come here to specifically be a bounty hunter. He just came here to get away from Appalachia. And now he just ended up as a bounty hunter because that's really all there is to do. So yeah, and that would open up other possibilities. Like I could do like mutations or something else while avoiding the main quest because that's for Vault Dwellers, which he is not. I'm unlocking just regular old mods. Yeah. At most, you may keep 10 to 20 repair kits, wasting way. Oh. Yeah, my characters usually have like 150. What kind of tent is this? That's a free Fallout First tent. That's what that is. And that's what they have on the PTS, which always sucks. Because all the other tents are like atomic shop items. And so it's like you put down a tent because you want to, you want to scrap and you don't have a scrap bench. All right, now we got to go find our resilient outlaw. Rum nightcap. All right. Let Mr. 3 do the raid streams. Gives you a reason. That's that's usually, I've done probably more raids during his streams than not. Have to find all the briefcases for it? No. If I find one, I find one. Looking for them isn't going to happen. Hey, Dale. Welcome, welcome. He still can't do the Guardian solo? At this point, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know what to say at this point because, well, I would say get rid of the carry weight perks. Do it. I gave the blueprint. I gave an easy blueprint to do it. And I saw another video. I'm not going to say who. But I did see another video about soloing the Guardian for beginners. And I watched them and I'm just like, this certainly feels very complicated. It's like, if it's for beginners, why are you making it complicated? Because it doesn't have to be that hard. It can be very simple. And I find that oftentimes when I've seen I've seen other Guardian videos, in the last year, where people are like, this is an easy solo, yeah, and I saw my health go down too late. I don't think I'm gonna, because I've seen it where someone will say we're gonna do a solo, you can do it easy, and they pull out like 10 different weapons and we soften them up with this, then we hit him with this, and we hit him with this. I'm like, that's so complicated. You're trying to do this easy thing and you're using like a bunch of different weapons, and I don't know. Vampire minigun actually can work okay, but I mean it's really easy if you just, I don't know. I tried to boil it down to make it as simple as possible. That was the simplest way I could get it done. I tried other things and I was like, well, this is the easiest way I can get it done. And this should be pretty doable for, like, anybody should really be able to do this. At least if you are, like, if you're in a position where you're looking to solo it, you should be able to do, like, oh. No, not again. Jeez. I guess I can shoot them now. They're not going to be... Could survive the attack, but you never could do enough damage. But now it's easy to the point of boring. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That was the thing, because for me, it's like, if you have to duck behind the... Because it's not, for the most part, it's not really even worth doing, honestly. The reward drops are so low that it's like a thing to do, but I would never recommend it. If it's going to take you very much time, it's barely worth it already. So if you ever have to do it and you have to go behind the blast doors, then it's like, okay, that took too long, right? So that's what I was looking for when I was trying to come up with a way to make it easy was, okay, how can we do this where you don't have to have like god roll armor? And how can we do this where you don't need a god roll weapon and you can still take it down without having to duck behind blast doors? And that's where I landed. And you're right, it does get to the point where it's kind of boring. Doing it solo with non-legendary weapons and armor would be easy to you. I've tried that, Derek. It's hard surviving the attack. You can do it, but it requires a lot of input on your part in terms of you'd have to constantly stim. And you'd have to use power armor. right? Like there's no way you're going to tank that damage because you have to get the shield down, and the only way you're going to get the shield down is another thing. All right. Because of the VATS change, it's really hard to sneak around doing it that way. Because you can do it. It just takes forever. And I wanted something that didn't take 5 minutes. I wanted something that was going to be 2 minutes or less. That was kind of my goal. 2 minutes or less. And that's what I came up with. That was my 2 minutes or less thing. That was ammo positive as well. Yep, it does have a lot of Abraxo cases. I saw all the dots on the map, but easiest raid, let others carry you through and do nothing. Well, that's also the thing. That's a thing you can do. I've done raids with people that was their expectation. It was obviously their expectation based on, you know, looks like we're getting a headhunt. And I think that's fine as long as they agree to. I mean, if you're gonna do that, like that was happening in the Discord, right? Someone was doing, they said, hey, can someone carry me through a raid? That's fine, right? Because you're telling them up front, this is a character that's not set, you know, is not an overpowered character, and I'm gonna need carrying through the raid. And if people agree to that, that's fine. What I am not a fan of is when people go into a raid needing to be carried and don't say they need to be carried. Or they're dragging a mule through it. I joined a public team once where someone was obviously dragging a mule, and it was like, okay, this is not what I signed up for. Because you have a character, number one, we're having to take a really long time between stages because you have to drag 2 characters. But number two, one of your characters is doing nothing. And it's just like, you're on a public server, on a public team. Like, no, I'm not down with that. So I left. I'm just like, you know what, I'll let you do this. If this is what you want to do, then that's fine. You can do it without me. So use the blast doors, but just 2 weapons, Vampire, Gatling, Plasma to stay alive, and Furious Gauss Mini to do damage. Okay. But that's costing you ammo, right? I'm assuming you're coming out ammo negative on that. You know, you've seen Rifle doing raid carrying streams now for like a week. Oh, all right. Are they being carried or are they doing the carrying? That's my question. Wait. Where's the boss? Did we finish? I guess we finished. I didn't even notice the boss. All right. I've been watching the streams, but you imagine his team is carrying newbies. Oh, got you. Mostly on the Gatling Plasma, but ammo is cheap to craft. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, that is the one thing about the way I did it is unless you run that way, which I don't, like I actually created a separate loadout just for that. You know, whereas if you're doing it the way you're talking, I'm guessing that you're not, you probably didn't create a separate loadout. I'm guessing you're probably just using your regular build. Because I did that when I was a heavy gunner. I would just use my regular build and it was good enough, but I'm not playing that way at the moment. So, yeah. But I would think the Gauss Mini would be strong enough to take it out in one go. I would assume. I guess it probably depends on if you're using like VATS crits or not. Speaking of Gatling Plasma. Quad Plasma Pistol. No, thank you. Could join a team and survive the Guardian, but if they rely on you to do damage, it's not going to be a good session. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was running I joined a team yesterday in the Discord, and we actually did a couple, but I was on a character that wasn't really pimped out for that kind of damage. I mean, my main weapon's a hunting rifle, so I'm doing decent damage, but I'm, you know, per shot, but my output is not very high, right? My number of shots isn't very high. So, but I knew that the people I was doing it with could do the damage. So that's the thing. Like, if you know that people aren't counting on you for damage, because usually that's not where people need help, right? It's usually not like, oh, can you help us do damage? It's usually, we can't get past the drill, right? Or we can't do the crystals or whatever. It's like, I can do the things, So I can help. So I mean, and honestly, if I'm doing a raid, I'd rather have someone who can run fuel or Lucid the Dragon. I'd rather have someone who knew how to run fuel than someone who just could do 10 million damage but didn't know how to do anything else. So because damage is easy, right? It's the other stuff that's I think has more value for the most part. Switch a few things around, but mostly the same. Yeah. And so that's the thing. For convenience purposes, you don't necessarily want to switch your loadout because, especially if you're just doing like one here and there in between events or whatever. For me, it's like I switch to the build, do a bunch. I did a bunch yesterday just as an experiment because I was kind of curious. Like I just wanted to see the drops. And so I did 10 Guardian in a row and got no 4-star mods. And then I did 2 raid. Ooh, I got a Lucid mod. I'm going to save that. Then I did 2 raids back to back with the team and I got no 4-star mods there either. So the verdict is the drops suck.
Must be something special going on.
Don't waste.
That's what it is.
It's way too dangerous to leave town.
Got problems?
After 450 level being carried, finally can get sold the Guardian with some buffs. Full set of Union armor, full gauss. Oh, cool. That's awesome. It's always nice when you have that thing that you weren't able to do before, right? It's like I went from, struggling to being able to solo this. Headhunt. Whoops, headhunt. I'm glad people haven't been leaving in droves with this stream of me just doing bounty hunting. I kind of thought the final fight was going to take longer, and yeah, I don't know. 2 people on your friends list. I gotta go all the way up here. I have to climb a mountain to go launch this flare. And then hopefully I get close enough to whatever the enemy is and that I can actually... You know what's funny is on the PTS when they were testing these out, these were all dropping repair kits. So if you see how fast these are going, I mean, if you think you got a lot of repair kits and raids, that was nothing compared to what we were getting here based on how fast these things were running. You were getting so many repair kits, it was nuts. I'm glad they took that out. I'm glad they decided, you know what? We didn't really need to give you repair kits because, yeah. The game is already overloading you with those. That is so bad, the launch of the... Or if they made it so the flare actually didn't... Oh, here's the guy that irradiates you. Wait. Ah! Jeez, alright. Man, I am... it's like I made a paper. I have 2 pieces of assassins, too, and it's not enough. It's like... 2 pieces of assassins. Nope, I need more. Just for that, I one-shotted him. Let's see. Someone's in trouble. They're being saved. I have no idea. Someone's alive somewhere. Needs to be unalive. Wow, they're tough. Jeez. They took a lot of shots to the head like a champ. Wow.
Shit.
Nice language. Jeez. Fun last words. Enjoy. I appreciate that, Patrick. It's always better what you can do at solo anyway. Yeah. Or when. Pardon me. When you can do it solo anyway. Don't like the Ash Cave events. I'm not a fan of the Ash Cave in general because, like, when you fast travel there, it puts you at, like, the bus stop down the hill. So it's like whenever I get a grunt hunt that's at the Ash Cave, I go, ugh. Look at all this stuff, though. Anti-armor. This. Okay, I'm back. Pull hook. We got that. Pipe pistol, that. I'm unlocking things, but it's just regular old weapon mods. Definitely getting in pretty good shape to continue the journey, though, with the character. All right, is it time to repair this? Probably, we're okay. We'll make it to the end, I think.
It isn't the big shot bounty hunter.
Ash Cave enemies, do you see more buffs than anywhere else than Burning Springs? Yeah, they are pretty tough. But they're not Rust Raiders, right? They're the Ash whatevers. So they're a different flavor of things. prefer to earn it yourself, but the guy from work is still only level 5, so not taking him to a raid. Yes. Is there more to the Ash Cave like a cave? There is no cave. First time I went there, I looked all over. I'm like, where's the cave? Nope, it's just it's a cave in name only. That's all it is. Does reflex dot sight work with smart shot? Any sight. Because it's when aiming down sight, right? I'm pretty sure. 6 perk card packs. Awesome. Jeez, everyone's talking at once. Just they're all having their own conversation. This town is a little too talky, I think. Okay, do I have a smart shot? If I don't have one, I'll look at it, but nope. All right, so smart shot. I'm pretty sure it says aiming down sight, right? Because if it says aiming down sight, then yeah, then any sight works. Oh no, it has to be a scoped weapon. No, I was thinking of this one. No, what was I thinking of? This one, scoped up, more range when aiming. This one requires just any sight, I think, or manual aim, I guess. But yeah, smart shot requires a scope, so a reflex sight does not qualify. The dead guy they worship gives them a boost. It's possible. I really don't know. Let's see here. My brain is like, it locked up. I had a frame drop. My brain stuttered is what happened. Oh, wait. Oh, grunt hunt, yeah. I was like, I need to go launch the flare. No, that's not yet. No flare yet. Story of your life. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Penny. Exactly. Hello, Penny. But yeah, there'll be no Penny in the future for this character. We're not doing, because that's one thing I will say. I'm not going to do I wouldn't do the gold. I wouldn't do any of that if I go into Appalachia. Because that's for vault dwellers and we have no overseer that we're dealing with. So I don't know what I would do. I mean, there's things I could do here and there, but I don't know what I would do. I have to think about it, but I've got a week to figure it out. Or longer. I mean, I could always just go, you know what? I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, and I could do something else. There's always something. Recon scope, not what we're looking for there. Oh, uranium fever. Yeah, no, that's kind of, I do think one of the things I mean, like, talk about things they messed up. Not having the new events come up, at least for the first week or so, at least at the top of the hour, I don't think that was a good decision, just to give us new events and just drop them in with a mix. I don't think that was great either. Will you be streaming through the holiday, or are you taking some days off? I will be, my plan is to do the normal stream up until, what? I'm going to stream on Monday and Friday next week, and that's the plan. And then I will do, what? And then the week after that, so I'll stream on Monday the 29th. On the 2nd, Friday the 2nd, I have a physical that day, and I don't know if I'll be able to, like, I don't know, like, how long that's going to take and whatever. So I may not stream that day. I mean, it's just a physical. It's not like it's, you know, some procedure or something, but, so I may not stream that day. But my plan at this point is just to kind of do normal stuff. Is this character buffed enough for a raid next Friday, Boxing Day? I mean, the character probably is for, so that'll be the 26th, right? Yeah, I mean, the character's probably buffed enough, whether, well, let's see.
Sounds horrible.
Oh, wait, I'm losing, oh, today's Friday, but yeah, I don't know if I have the right gear for it. I mean, I don't know that I can contribute a lot when it comes to damage or whatever, because I just have shotguns. I mean, the character, I have enough flexibility with perks at this point. I mean, I could do another legendary perk as well. So, I mean, I can make it work for sure.
Running low on caps.
But I mean, I definitely wouldn't be, not for damage. I don't have the gear for the damage. Don't think a bounty hunter would care for the Brotherhood of Vault 63 overseas. Well, I could see the Brotherhood. So here's the thing. It would depend on what their impression of the Brotherhood was. So if they went to, because remember, the character is bounty. I mean, it is called the bounty hunter, but the whole idea with the character is he came to this region because he heard there was opportunity, not necessarily because of bounty hunting. But he came here and that's what he found was bounty hunting and endless raiders. And if he ran across a group that was like anti-raider or wanting to make things better for people, I could definitely see him being interested in the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but I mean, I could definitely see a path, you know, where I could make the story kind of fit that. Like, I think that would kind of fit. I think responders maybe even, although that might be a little too good. I mean, when you consider he came from like probably nothing, you know, people just kind of fending for themselves. You know, you can kind of go two ways with that, right? Like you could go, well, I've always had to fend for myself, so that's what I'm going to keep doing because no one's ever helped me. Or you could go, you know what? I know what it's like. Maybe I want to help people. And so you can see responders. Unfortunately, the responders don't really have any, like there's really nothing there. Like there's no, like being a responder doesn't mean anything other than doing expeditions, which isn't really doing, I mean, you're not helping people. You're doing stupid games and whatever. So Boxing Day is when you unbox present. Yeah. Atlantic City would make more sense than Steel Dawn or Steel Rain. It wouldn't. I mean, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for any character to do Atlantic City because you talk to that family and they're horrible and you want nothing to do with them. So helping them is not that wouldn't make sense at all. And even if it did make sense, I would find a way for it to not make sense because I want no part of that quest line in that family. So there's that. So I don't know. You know, I could see doing some of the old stuff where you kind of are exploring and you run across holotapes and do some of the environmental stuff because that isn't really about the vault at all. You know, like some of the, I mean, you definitely wouldn't help Rose. Like you wouldn't want any part of Rose because she's a raider and you would want nothing to do with that. But I could, and the problem is like if you don't do Rose, then you can't do the Free State people because you have to do Rose's quest line to get access to that. You know, to get access to the thing under the top of the world, you know, to get the uplink. I always thought it was day when you watch boxing on TV. Yes. I don't know. I actually don't know what Boxing Day is. I mean, I've heard of it, but I actually don't know what Boxing Day is. If someone wants to give me the Cliff Notes version, I wouldn't mind that. This thing is gonna... Now we still got lots of life left. Just this stream, like 6 people came out of the vault. Possibly. That's good. I mean, that's actually good if you've actually seen people come out of the vault. Okay, let's get... Oh, jeez. Of all the places to get an invisible... There we go. All right, let's... The Rust King. Screw the Rust King. And the horse you rode in on. Now let's get out of here. I must have a ton of legendary modules. Oh, and a wanted poster. Cool, another wanted poster. Awesome. Another headhunt. You've been paying attention because you're curious. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So 6 people. I mean, that's actually kind of interesting that you're having people come out of the vault. What I've looked at is the Steam charts is what I was looking at yesterday anywhere. Let's look at that really quick. I mean, that only shows player count on stream, but it's still a good indicator of... So 15,000 players from Steam are online right now, which is about what we've been seeing. I mean, basically we've been topping out in like the mid-teens every day. We had one day when we hit 20. That was during a weekend though. That was like the opening weekend of the thing. That was the first time we hit 20 in like a year and a half. So we're still we are getting people. So that's good. It's just not like a flood that we got before. Olden days servants would receive gift boxes from their masters? Oh, really? All right. It's the day after Christmas. All right. They would give all right. So it's like just a traditional, pardon me, like a Downton Abbey thing where the servants would get a present the day after Christmas. Oh, wait, I got a wanted poster. Let's put that thing up here. Seems like I just had one. Do the thing. I mean, I definitely look like a bounty hunter. That is for sure. I love the I think the death claw. Yeah, it actually works pretty well with this the whole thing. Where are we? Not even sure. I gift you this shoe in box. Congrats. Wow. I don't think Derek would be a very good master to his servants. Here's a shoe. Next Christmas, I'll give you the other one. It is a lot older. That is true. Oh, wait. Nope. Sorry. I forgot I got to come from like 9 miles away to do this. I hate this. Is something that got a lot of feedback of like, why is this stuff so far away? And of course, I don't know, that PTS, the feedback for the most part didn't really seem like it went anywhere. It was feedback. Like Dobby getting a sock. Exactly. Like Dobby getting a sock. But now they're free, right? So you give them a sock and they're free, and then no speed demon to run up to the things really quickly. Of course, then it's always a question of Granny Dolores. Wow. Wow, someone's unloading. Let's find the angry old ladies. There they are. They're coming after me. Angry old lady. That would be a playthrough for sure. Ooh, 97. I'm getting there. Shouldn't have spilled the water 175 days ago. Would have gotten the second shoe. Exactly. Exactly. Boxing Day, also known as Offering Day, is a holiday celebrated on December 26th, the day after Christmas. Boxing Day was once a day to donate gifts to those in need, but it has evolved. Oh, okay. Does what's a typical, so if you are celebrating Boxing Day, what does that look like for you celebrating Boxing Day? Do you exchange gifts, or do you, I mean, it's the day after Christmas, so I would assume that you've already done that, or do you do, like, what would you do for Boxing Day typically? Bloody fire axe? I don't want this bloody fire axe. Instigating, nope. Baseball bat, nope. Right leg, ooh. Vanguards. What is this? Vanguards, oh, rushing, okay. Zealots the dragon, that's hit chance. Oh, all right, nothing there. Extra day off work, nice. That's how a lot of holidays are, right? Especially as an adult, it just turns into time off work. Biting ears off, what? Man. Sleeping out Christmas day. Okay. So it's a day of just like, I'm not gonna do anything today, or I'm gonna recover from Christmas, and yeah, nice. Nice. Headhunt, all right, awesome, another one. I mean, this is such a good way. I mean, raids are decent for, I mean, I accumulate a lot of modules doing raids because you get 2 per stage, but this is so much well, I don't know if it's faster. It doesn't require a team. I mean, grunt hunts give you modules. So it definitely doesn't require teammates. And I'm assuming the headhunts, I mean, headhunts you could do solo too. That is something I want to do, is I want to kind of take my good set of power armor out into this and see how it does. Because some of these enemies are just brutal, and I'm kind of wondering how it would do, because it's definitely a good survival set. I mean, nothing can really hurt me in it, but I don't know about this stuff, so. Because I'm thinking of switching my main character back to Heavy Gunner. I just haven't decided what weapons I want to use, and if I really want to go back to Heavy Gunner. But I'm kind of getting bored with Commando. It just, yeah. Kind of getting bored with it. You have to work Christmas Eve, which is when your family actually does stuff. Oh, okay. Someone's giving me a lot of rats. Soda junkie. Oh, this is the, yeah, she puts like bombs in your pocket. Everything's dying quick now. Insta kill. A lot of XP though. It's helping out my score quest. Spacewalker. Can you beat a raid with no power armor on? Oh yeah. I mostly just do raids. I don't go in and out of power armor. Like if I have a power armor character, then they just wear power armor all the time. But my regular characters, in fact, right now I don't have any. None of my characters right now wear power armor, and I can do the raid on any of them. Off work for Christmas Eve until 6th of January. Oh, nice. Nice. So we have this stupid tent. Yeah, I know that's an opinion of a lot of people, that you need power armor to do a raid, and you don't. You can absolutely survive raids without it. Some of that's probably just a function of learning the raid, though. I mean, the first time I did a raid, I went in with power armor and I got wrecked. So, so there's that. So a lot of it's about the effects you have in your armor. A lot of it is about your build, and a lot of it is just about learning the game or learning the raid. High school kid schedule. Family dude, hello. Got this game on platinum on your PS4 5. Now you're just out helping new players level up and get some decent gear. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. That was that's a thing that players in this game do for sure. They help each other. I meant to go through the doors, and for whatever reason, I close the doors.
Head over to the last resort. Could be some open bounties.
You're a no power armor user yourself. You thought you needed one. Currently building one with good legendary effects. Thanks for this. I mean, you can. I mean, power armor makes some stages. There's so like the 5th stage, the crystal stage, the 4th stage, the crystal stage. I will say with power armor, it does get easier because you take a lot of hits from enemies, and the gas, well, it's not poison, but the gas is constantly taking your health. Having power armor does make a difference, but having a decent set of regular armor can help. So, but then it's just a matter of making sure you use the stim packs and whatever. But yeah. But I would say I probably, at this point, I've done more raids without power armor than with power armor, probably. I mean, I've done a lot of raids. Raid should have been rare by having to drop a nuke just to access. That would suck. That wouldn't be fun at all. It's like we have enough stuff that requires a nuke. We don't need more stuff that requires nukes. And I don't like stuff being okay. Come on. Oh, it's those stupid Gatling. God, man, those Gatling laser people suck. Wait. Now that's a minigun. I swear I was getting hit by. He's taking no damage at all. I swear I was getting hit with a Gatling laser. Was I not? What was killing me? Oh, he's resilient. All right. Was that minigun really doing that much damage to me? I thought it was a Gatling laser. Oh well. Either way, it was certainly evaporating my health. You don't need power armor, but you do use a lot of stim packs. I use a lot of stim packs when I'm doing the crystal stage, and a fair bit. Well, actually, that's about the only it. I don't really use a lot of stim packs anywhere else. You know, against the Guardian, I'm usually just avoiding damage. I'm staying out of the line of fire, and running the drill. You don't even need armor for that. You can just run that, however. If you're defending, maybe, but if I'm just running, I don't need anything. If I'm doing the Enclave soldiers, maybe a stim pack once in a while, depending on how quickly they die. The drill, the crystal stage, usually we'll go through a lot of stim packs on that one. And then the snake, I wanted to say the dragon. The snake, I have conductors on my weapon, and that gives me a lot of regen. And, if you're playing with other players that are using that as well. So, I'll use a stim pack here and there, but sometimes I don't use any. It just depends. With a guaranteed 4-star at the end. Nope, still no. Still no. I want it to be something I can do whenever I want. I want if it's a repeatable activity, shouldn't be something that requires that, a 20-minute nuke launch to do. It should be something I can do over and over if I want. If it required a nuke launch, nobody would do it. And it would just be dead content. So. Cryptid audio bug makes raids better. Oh, that's horrible. I hate when that happens. Especially because for me, Mandy, it always happens when I'm running. When I'm running for fuel. Is someone gonna launch the flare? I didn't do this, did I? I didn't start this one, someone else did. So I'm that is so frustrating because you're listening for the stalkers and all of a sudden you can't hear anything. And it's like, oh, I've had that happen so many times. Running for fuel and someone starts encrypted and Fat Gravity. All right, we have the Moon Man guy. somewhere. I tell you, if I switch my main to heavy gunner, it's not going to be a Gauss Mini. I'm so sick of the bright flashing, and I don't want to use a mod. I think he's in here. Oh, did he bug out? No, that's just a legendary. Oh, he's right here. Since the season weekly for doing full raid, you still haven't done one. You've only seen one raid team full. I saw one earlier. I was on a server. I see them once in a while, but yeah, it's... I mean, people do them for the weekly, but it's not worth it. I mean, the weekly cash is terrible. I mean, it's 4 stars, but it should be like mods. I mean, that's the thing. What you want out of the raid is mods. Like, that's really what you want, is to be able to get legendary mods. You know, get them to use, get them to learn, so you can do what you want. Because everything you get from the raid, for the most part, is gonna be scrap. So, and you know, again, they got lots of feedback on that. Ignored all of it. Every word of feedback they got on the raid rewards was ignored. Done one Guardian raid, that's it. I mean, I did some just for experimentation, but I don't think I'm gonna do any more. Don't need much power. You don't need power armor. Famous last words before getting one tapped by a rad roach. Yes. Yes. I mean, power armor can be fun, but it's definitely something you don't need. But, you know, doing power armor to start, sure. I mean, I see a lot of people that do power armor. They don't normally play that way, but they take it out for the raid. Vital, maybe. Probably not. We'll save it anyway. Let's see. Mods. Vital. Probably have a bunch of grenades and stuff at this point to sell. I haven't sold anything in a while.
Yeah, better be
Don't need frag mines or glowing meat or Instamash. Or I don't need 42 grenades. Jeez, there's all my weight right there.
No good bounty hunters loitering around not buying anything.
Road ratchets are nasty. Yeah, they took. We saw two that took down a sentry bot. Does Grandier work with explosive weapons? Yes, it does. It increases the radius of the explosives.
Really gotta stop taking.
Play more on your days off, Thursday and Friday. Otherwise, usually play late in the day and on private. You get on to just do your dailies, Derek, or do you just play on private because other players? because of other players. It's like you're supposed to play with other players, and you're avoiding playing on private because other players exist.
Rust on my lungs.
I've been out of PS since PS2, Xbox. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if the price of RAM doesn't come down, you're gonna have to make those current generation consoles last a bit. I can't imagine them rolling out a new console generation with RAM prices so high, unless they have contracts in place that are gonna guarantee them lower prices. Because you know the next system's gonna have, you know, at least 32, I would think, of RAM. Versus the whatever they have now, 16, I think. So they're gonna increase RAM. That's just gonna make the cost of the system, like they can't come out with an Xbox that's $1,200 and expect people to actually buy it, or very many people. Oh. I love being able to hit stuff from that far away with a shotgun. It's so satisfying. Someone's still out there? All right, there we are. Is that it? Yeah, I think with that, we're gonna call it here. I think we're gonna do that. And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this character. I still haven't decided. If I can come up with a story for him to continue, then I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll come up with something, a new one. But Monday's gonna be Christmas, the Christmas stream. I'll do my main character, actually. So I'll be doing dressed up as Santa. We'll be using a cryolator. Do fun stuff there. Probably do a cryolator raid. I think that would be kind of fun. I haven't taken a cryolator into the raid, I don't think. Unless I did it last year. It's possible I did it last year. I don't remember because we had the raids last year. I don't know, but that's going to be fun. So Monday will be just Christmas fun and whatever. So that'll be good. So yeah, thank you everyone for Jeep us out. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm assuming, I don't know about Mr. 3. He had a headache, so who knows if he'll be live. If he is, I'll probably join him. If he's not, I probably won't. So yeah. Everyone, have a good rest of your day and a good weekend.